I don't use my PC for like pornographic nothing, but I still have that fear that I'm gonna click an ad and there's gonna be some freaking weird hentai shit on it, and I'm gonna like freaking caught trying to switch my scenes. I'm like, no, not the 11 dick octopus. No, why?
Guardian down.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 65 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe and interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. All of this while trying not to take ourselves too seriously and kind of having some fun along the way. I'm your host, The Gator. And my co-host, Mr. Hazel, is here as well. Hey, man, how's your week been? I've hardly seen you around. You must be really busy this week, man.
Yeah, pretty much. Just doing work stuff and then family stuff and a little bit of Pokemon going. And then aside from that, I'm just kind of diving back into Destiny a little bit. So, yeah, and then, our guest has introduced me to the love affair that is Genshin. So I'm going to be testing that out for a little bit. So,
You're fucked.
I cannot, I'm blocking myself. I can't look at it. I got other things to do.
It's so pretty, though.
I know
It really is, man. It's free.
I know.
It's free.
It's beautifully free also.
Of course. The first one's always free. I get that. But,
is that like a drug dealer thing?
Yeah, it's kind of a drug reference. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's a drug reference. No problem.
Okay, how's your week? We'll segue from that to
please segue quickly. It's been a good week. Our home, what would you call it? Our home renovation project is almost done. In fact, my wife right now is finishing a little bit of the tile that's left to be done. And we're finally going to be done with this house project. So we'll be able to sit back and actually relax on the weekends. God, I forgot what that's like. Well, good deal. We have a very special guest in the house tonight. He's a dad, a streamer, a fellow Destiny content creator, and we're looking forward to knowing more about him. This is our new friend of the show, Mr. PaleriderXP. How are you, sir, tonight?
Great, man. How are you guys?
Very good, very good.
Actually, I just heard how you guys were actually. So
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've exhausted that. But you just so everyone knows, you can find PaleriderXP streaming at twitch.tv/PaleriderXP, and that's capital X and capital P, by the way. And you can find him on Twitter at PaleriderXP, spelled the same way. All right, so just an overview of tonight's show. First, we're going to hear Palerider's story, get to see what he's all about and how he got started as a streamer and all of that. Hazel's going to go over the TWAB for this 18th week of Season of Arrivals.
Only 33 more days, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be just to say T-4 weeks, gang. T-4 weeks until the new iteration of Destiny. I cannot wait.
No, we're freaking hyped, dude. My buddy Tatted Gumby, a fellow streamer of mine, also he put me on. I didn't read the TWAB until like an hour ago, and I'm like, oh snap! Oh, come in a bit.
You beat me to it. I just read it a few minutes ago. It's been a little. I know it's your job, Hazel. It's not my job. Anyway, we might have a little more Destiny talk in there to boot, especially with the new reveal trailer this week. I can't wait to talk about that. Finally, we're going to answer questions from our community and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, everybody ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I believe so.
Let's do it. All right, well, Mr. Palerider, I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about you, so that's why I'm really looking forward to tonight's show. Let me ask you this: where do you call home? I'm assuming you're in the States, and where did you grow up?
So I was born in Okinawa, Japan. I'm a military brat. That's where I started from, and then we bounced around in the South a little bit. Florida, Virginia, military stuff. My mother retired. My father was a Marine, and my mother was in the Navy. And we finally made it up to my parents split, and my mother's parents lived in Connecticut. So we moved to Connecticut. Me, my only brother, and her, we are all pretty much in the same boat where we say that was the biggest mistake of all of our lives. Connecticut sucks. All right. And if she didn't retire, we hold it against her all the time. If she didn't retire, it was Bermuda. And we always literally say Bermuda or Connecticut. That's what you chose, Connecticut, dude. You know, we break our stones all the time about it. We moved to where her family grew up, which is Bridgeport, Connecticut. Technically, in 1998, it was the murder capital of the United States for one time, but no problem. Send this little cute blonde-haired Floridite right into the middle of the hood, and I've adapted very quickly because it's a lot different than a military base than being in the military of Bridgeport, Connecticut. So I adapted quickly. My brother, he went, for some reason, maybe she saw how much trouble and stuff I was getting into, but she sent him to private school. I went through the public school system of Bridgeport, Connecticut, pretty much for the majority as the minority, which is not a big deal, not a problem for me at all. Again, I adapted quickly, made a lot of good friends on multiple multicultural events. I actually speak Spanish very well. I'm not Spanish, but I speak Spanish, and I wouldn't be who I was today, or my kids wouldn't be who they were today, and my life wouldn't be as satisfying as it was if I didn't grow up in such a diverse neighborhood. Being who I was able to adapt to multiple different areas of like Bridgeport. So like there was I could pretty much go in any neighborhood I wanted, which was nice. For me at the time, I mean, it's really realistic. The places I went were not that nice, but okay, no problem. So I grew up there. I spent like 13 years there. As I started getting a job, I started, progressing out of Bridgeport and started moving to the suburb. And then I kept getting farther away as I could. And I'm now in the middle of Connecticut and happy. I'm married. I have 4 sons and I own a house. So I've come a long way from fighting my way through the public school system to building high-end homes. Oh, wow. That is a lengthy explanation of where I'm from. Sorry.
So you're a builder?
I am. Well, it depends on who you ask in my company. It's a family-owned business. Okay. If you ask someone in my business, they say, "What is Eric's title?" They go, "Oh, I don't know." You ask other people, they go, "I don't know, supervisor." You ask them for, "Oh, ultimate boss." Oh, when you ask Eric, I say I'm the operations manager because that's what I'm going to start putting on my resume if I quit this job.
See, okay? all you had to say was family business. I grew up the same way. My dad's a builder.
You know what I'm talking about.
My dad's a builder, and many times I was in between jobs that I became just to say I was the construction kid. I was always around the construction, debris, and sweeping and doing all the good stuff that's fun to do. But that's cool, man. That's cool. I got a lot. I also have a Canadian son named Bob Chi. He's one of my moderators and friends, and really? We claim him. Me and one of my other friends in the stream, Vagine. You might have seen her artwork. She claims to be his mother, and I claim to be his father. So it's just to add that. Okay,
that's all. Good kid though.
That's awesome. So you said you're in Florida now?
No, Connecticut.
Oh, you're still in Connecticut. Oh,
yes. That was our ultimate resting spot. I got stuck here.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, it seems like Florida is like the breeding ground of like
Be
destiny.
Be careful.
Yeah, the breeding ground of a lot of different stuff.
Hey now.
All right. Exactly.
You don't want.
Yeah. Thank you, bath salts.
All right. Come on.
I ate his face, Mom. I ate his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
see,
Florida.
we haven't made fun of Florida in a while, so we got to bring it home every now and then.
Let's get on Florida for a bit.
Hazel's got to get his quota in for the month. He's a little behind. He's been a little too nice to me lately.
Yeah. We'll see what I can do about that this week.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, sir. Let's go with this one. What is one of your earliest moments in gaming, like, that you can remember?
So I've been gaming for 30 plus years, man. I've gamed on those little GameCom games, those little black and whites. They had 2 buttons. You get them from like freaking, well, back in the door, it's Caldor or Zaire back in Florida days. And
Zares? Really?
you remember Zaires?
I remember
if you're from
Zares.
Florida.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh, wow.
No, I'm old as fuck, though. I'm sorry.
No, you probably done as long as I have. Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
You're interviewing your granddad, bro. I'm sorry.
It was either Zares or Kmart, man. Those were the 2
Yeah,
places.
that's it, man.
Those
That's
were the
it. And
happening places.
Zaire was my favorite. It was the biggest store I remember. It was the biggest store I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Well,
It was the original Walmart.
TG&Y also had this distinct smell when you went in. Like, what is that smell? It smells good, but I don't know where it's coming from. It's weird. I don't know.
Getting those little games, the little handheld games, they probably cost like $11. And I remember playing all types of different games in those. Instantly loved video games. Then I progressed into the Techno Bowl. I don't know if you guys remember, man. There was a game. It was a football game, and you could be back and forth. Yeah, dude, you can play on the same time against other teams and just whoop each other's butts. That was the first moment I found myself raging as a gamer, dude.
Did you use those little red LED football games, the little handhelds? You remember those?
There's a bunch, so probably yes.
You had to have such an imagination to realize that you were the quarterback throwing a ball, and that I mean, you're looking at a bunch of literally just looking at a bunch of lines. It was so crazy back then, man. Yeah.
Yep. So childhood memories for gaming. Oh yeah, the Tiger Electronics games. That's what I was looking at. Tiger Electronics, the Tandy games. I was looking for that football game actually.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm looking at a bunch, dude. There's all Game and Watch. Game and Watch. Game and Watch was the first style game of it. Plane and Tank. Dude, Plane and Tank. Yo, dude, those games.
Gaming watches. Holy shit, I haven't heard that in a long time.
No, that's what I mean, dude.
It's crazy, man.
Dude. Those are amazing games, dude. I love those games.
They were, man. That's how we all started. I mean, our age. Yep. But
correct. Then it was like Atari. We finally could afford an Atari. Then Nintendo. So a couple early games to progress onto that question. A couple early memories of games is 2:00 in the morning. It's 1987. We're on our way to Florida. We're at a hotel, a military hotel. We're literally about to leave Florida. For my birthday, my mother got me the Nintendo. And came with Mario, and I beat Bowser for the first time at 2:00 in the morning, and I knew right then and there I was going to be a gamer for life.
That's awesome.
I still stay up to 2:00 in the morning, by the way. Except now I got a wife that pounds on the wall and shit.
Yeah, I got that wife too.
You gotta go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's a sick day.
My wife just gave up. She just goes to bed and I'm on my own. I just pay for it the next morning.
So those are some of the earliest gaming memories.
Now, did you go the PlayStation route or the Xbox route or the PS or the
PlayStation
the
PlayStation until I die.
Yeah. And
also I just ventured into PC, and I really got the PC for more streaming because I wanted my streams like I was my first streams were off of the PlayStation, and those are some goofy ass stuff. I mean, that's probably some of my best content ever created. For some reason, the better my gear got, the crappier I got. It's kind of reverse. But then I got the PC to upgrade my my stream a little bit. And but I love PC. Is like once you play a PC game, you're like, man, do I even have friends on PS4 anymore? Because like I don't want to go back.
I say that.
I say that. Gator.
I say that every Tuesday night. I'm like, do we have to play Iron Banner on the PS4? Can't we just come over to the PC, please?
So on Destiny, I can't hang with those PvP players on PC. I can't do it, man. And I'm a good player. I'm a decent player.
It's a higher skill level because you're going against mouse and keyboard. They definitely have more mobility than a control player.
Oh, 100%, dude. I can't do even my settings up at like 7 and 8, which is what I run on like a controller, dude. Like I can't. They just got the flicks down, man. I can't do the flicks. I need to outplay them. I could outsmart them, which I'm good at, but I can't outflick them. More aim assist.
Yeah, give us more. We want more. Yeah. Well,
That's funny.
dude, it sounds like me and you were cut from the same cloth because I played all those games, those little cheap plastic games. I think they were like $10, and by the time the weekend came, the game was already busted. The little pin batteries in the back were toast.
Correct, dude.
The
screen was broke. It's fucking...
Dude, they were so much fun to play, though. I mean, that's what we started on. I mean, when the Atari popped up, it was like, color! Oh, my God! It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Pitfall.
On the TV! Look at this screen! Yeah, it gets crazy, man.
Shut that double box off, old man! Young man.
Oh, man. I hear you. Well, let me ask you this. How did you find Destiny, man? Everyone has a different story. I'm curious what yours is.
So, it's actually very nonchalant. I am an adventure game player for life. Final Fantasy, Zelda for real. If you see my eyes on stream for Genshin, it's the same face I've been making for 30 plus years, dude. It's the freaking, oh, look. You know, I'm very into adventure. I have been forever. Yeah. The first person shooter I ever played was GoldenEye on the SNES.
That's nice.
The only other first person shooter. I hate Call of Duty, so I never played Call of Duty until like 6 months ago. So the only other first person shooter I played was GoldenEye, and my friends were like, "You got to play this game, Destiny." It was right after the Dark Below and Destiny 1.
Okay.
So I didn't do day one beta. I was first year guy. You know, it was in September. So the new expansion. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you. So you probably didn't come from the Halo cloth like a lot of the.
Never played Halo. I think I played Halo one time before I played Destiny. Somebody had it at their house.
Yeah.
All I remember is that thing on the arm.
Yeah.
The knife thing, whatever it's called.
Right.
Which is cool.
No,
I might get one just to have it because it's nostalgic now.
All I remember is the needle gun, some kind of needle or something.
The needle gun.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying the collector's edition as well when it came out.
On PC?
I played on PC.
Okay.
Let's say, was it PC? No, Xbox. I got it on Xbox.
Oh, Game Pass probably.
Yeah, the Game Pass thing.
Gotcha.
So I got this thing. I played all of let's say 30 minutes of this joint. Delete. Goodbye.
It's all not right, Destiny.
You can't go from Destiny to Halo.
That's the conversation I always have. I'm like, nope, not Destiny. Heading back to Destiny. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. It's crazy. But
so my friends are like, you gotta try this game Destiny. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I ever said. You gotta shoot people, dude. That's dumb, dude. That's just what is this, Call of Poopy? Whatever. So I'm like, dude, I'll check it out. I got it. I missed a lot of days of work, man. Dude. There was days where I'd wake up at 5:45 and people would be getting on like, yo, dude, did you not go to sleep? And I'm like, nah, not yet. You want to raid? I got the Galahorn.
Oh man, that's dirty.
Yeah. So from there on, just playing Destiny became life. I quit the gym, which was probably the worst because I used to go to the gym at 4 a.m. Well, when you play Destiny till 4 a.m,
no, you're not working out.
Nah. So I kind of messed up my whole thing because that was my only other passion I had. I don't have a lot of I don't go to the bars. I don't do a lot. I did all that stuff when I was younger, but the only passion I have right now currently are working out and Destiny / video games and my kids. That's all I got. So once the gym got out of the equation, I was like, all Destiny all the time. Let's go.
You start bargaining with yourself. You're like, okay. See, I'm self-employed, so I would say, okay, I'm just going to work really hard on Wednesday, a long day, so I can play today. And you make little deals with yourself, and man, those always backfired.
When you work for somebody, the deals you make are, okay, I think I can do a full day's work on 3 hours of sleep. So if I just play, I could probably push it to 2.5 hours of sleep.
Oh my God.
10 minutes later, babe, what are you talking to? You got to go to work. Shit. I just talked myself past my 2 hours.
Oh no.
Babe, I'm not going to work. I'm tired. I'm sick. My leg's broken. Dog ate my homework. I'm out of here.
That's funny.
I like this guy, Hazel.
Yeah, so do I. You should check out his stream. I was in there before, maybe around 9 o'clock.
I was in there briefly. I could see those
What's
eyes.
did I have my clothes on?
Yeah, you were dressed.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think I just missed the nudity.
Because I started using display capture, and I don't use my PC for like pornographic nothing, but I still have that fear that I'm gonna click an ad and there's gonna be some freaking weird hentai shit on it, and I'm like freaking caught trying to switch my scene. I'm like, no, not the 11 dick octopus. No, why? They saw my browser. I like freaking 45 dicked fucking elephants, dude. Shit.
Can we get that as the title for the episode? 11 dick octopus.
11 dick octopus? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Excuse me.
I think I'm sold already on that title.
That'll get some clicks.
Oh my god, yo, dude, it will, dude. From all over the world, probably, dude. Oh,
all right. Possible title.
So, all right.
Pale Rider and the 11 dick octopus. Oh my god, all of our careers are over.
We don't really have a career anyway. We just use this as a hobby.
Same.
So, all right. Well, so what was it about Destiny that hooked you?
Man, the community, 100%, dude. When you play adventure games, you're by yourself, and you thoroughly enjoy your life. Though I'll tell you that you engage yourself in the community for a worse life, because now you have to deal with other people's attitudes, tiredness, hungriness, wives, kids in the background, everything that goes on in life, you're now a part of. Whereas in an adventure game, you just push pause, or you just go into your menu and just go take a dump, freaking drink a beer, freaking yell at the cat, whatever you got to do. But like in the community, you don't really want people to hear all that stuff. So you hear people's shit.
I remember my wife would walk in and go, "Well, just pause it."
Oh shit!
I'm like, honey, there's no pause button. There's no pause button. I'm raiding right now. There is no pause button. This is a live action game, and she never understood that because she came from the Pitfall days, and so I get it, man. And
did you guys see that tweet with that guy, the dad that was explaining to the kids and everything about he understands that there's not a pause era anymore?
No, I didn't see that one. Please send it.
Dude,
please send it to our chat. Please send it to us.
I'm gonna have to freaking check that thing out there. But I'll give you the gist of it. He kind of he's explaining on camera. He's being recorded by one of the people. He's explaining to his kids, "Listen, I know there's not this and this and that. You got to let the kids do it. I know if I tell you to take out the trash, I got to wait until your team's done. You can't leave your team. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But just when I tell you to take out the trash, once that thing's over, go take out the trash. If not, I got to come back in here." That's essentially what he's saying.
I got you.
Nice.
Got a lot of likes, a lot of love on that.
Well, hey man, I got a question.
Yep.
When did you decide to be a streamer, man? When did this all begin?
Never heard of streaming. Never even knew it was a thing. Wasn't very technologically advanced at all. I'm a big brutish carpenter, and that was my life. I went to the gym. I pick things up, I put things down. That's pretty much my life. Okay. So then I met Destiny, played a lot. Somebody, I didn't become a full-time, not full-time, but like a major Sherpa until Kingsfall. But like the other, Crota's End and all this stuff, I would help a lot. And people are like, "Wow, man, thanks so much. You know what? You should stream." I was like, "What the hell is that? What are you talking about, dude? Like, you should, play video games and people watch you." I'm like, that's like YouTube, man. I was like, I'm not into all that. And they're like, "You can make a little bit of money." And just like every other weeb streamer that starts, "Wait, money? Wait, no, follow me. Click. Hey, look, I instantly got a fucking PlayStation camera. I instantly started streaming, which pretty much my best content was just staring at my controller playing Destiny. So that's obviously gold, gold tiered. Watching nothing happen, I've been through the ringer with streaming, man, because again, was not very technologically advanced until I started streaming. Now I'm into fucking computers, and looking at 3080 fucking TIs, and I need more RAM. You know, all this dumb shit.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I've been sucked down that rabbit hole too. I get it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. So somebody just literally said, I was in a raid, and they're like, you should stream. And then I talked about it, and I was like, why the F not?
Yeah.
I started streaming Destiny, and not that I like blew up, but it actually brought me more enveloped into the community, the Destiny community, which I've never had. I've never been a community person. I've always been like the loner kid. Again, this is from like me being able to bounce through multiple cultures in my quote unquote hood. That I never was really a community person. So I instantly got sucked into the wonderful part of the community, and this is what kind of made me stream. Like, dude, if I can connect with more people that are nice, like in raids, dude, why the frick not? And get paid? What, Mom? Let's go! And so I started streaming, dude, streaming from the camera. I took a sex break on camera on PS4. You know what I'm saying? Which they immediately called me out. I forgot to record that one. I did IRL streaming. I streamed at GuardianCon, the 2017. I think I streamed 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day. Dude. I streamed when I woke up. I streamed every moment I left the 3 days I was there, dude. I streamed everything. Learned a great lesson in real streamers don't like cameras shoved in their face. I got that lesson, which is nice. But that's pretty much why. The community, man.
Oh.
You guys like you, man. I freaking love this, dude. This is my second podcast,
awesome,
and this is fucking my favorite part.
Well, that's what our podcast is about.
I mean, obviously it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting to know more people in the community and that. I mean,
That's cool, dude.
trying to bringing people together. So,
Yeah.
My wife still doesn't sub to my channel, by the way, so that's fine. Whatever.
That's all right. My wife won't join our Discord, so we're even.
yeah. Yeah. My wife is in the Discord. We'll leave it at that.
We roped her into it.
Yeah.
We tricked her.
Funny.
Yeah. Peter obviously hasn't looked at the podcast questions today to see the shenanigans that she caused.
Oh, yes.
So, anyway. So, obviously, things are working well for you. Because there's a little, maybe, little website called Planet Destiny.
Oh, hey. I heard of them before.
Yeah, I think everybody has who's ever ventured into this wonderful game. So, how did you get involved with them?
I was invited. I've been in the Destiny community since 2016. So like when I first started playing Destiny, I've played with the lowest tiered, the highest tiered. I'm known in Destiny, okay, in the Destiny community. Good or bad, either way, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about that. But I made a lot of connections, and I made a lot of an example, you guys said you guys heard good things. If you hear Pale Rider and you're like, oh, I know that guy. Ooh, that was Freudian slip. That guy, Pale Rider. Yeah, he's a good dude. That's it. So like, enough years went by of people saying this. People probably like, fine, let's try Pale Rider. You know, I feel like it's one of the. You know what? We got nobody else. You know what? What's Pale Rider doing? Let's get some freaking idiot madness in this shit. The dude drinks from a boot. Let's fucking get him in here. All right.
I gotta ask about that. I just saw your German video. Is that something you play on your stream a lot? The drinking from the boot.
Every once in a while, dude. So I have a lot of sound bites from that video. That is just my favorite video in the world, dude. It's just.
I think it's a 5-hour energy ad. I think, isn't it? From Germany?
No, it's not. It's Das Boot ad. There's a website called VAT19. They have a ton of shit, dude. All types of weird trinkets, candies, foods, boots, God. Das Horn, Das Boot, freaking they got all types of dude. It's crazy, bro.
Well,
and the boot is what I was interested in.
Well, let me ask you this, Pal Rider.
Yeah.
What's up with the gamer tag?
Which one? Oh, mine.
Yes.
So it used to be Pale Rider 766 because there's like 18,000 Pale Riders, dude. Pale Rider toes, Pale Rider boots, Pale Rider freaking 2647 times. There's a billion Pale Riders, which really let me down tremendously. But I am a huge fan of heavy metal and the theatrics that come with heavy metal, like glorifying the occult and like the theatrics of, everyone says devil music, but it's not. It's a feeling, man. It's a feeling, the metal feeling of the theatrics of the battle of good and evil. The devil's all around us. The devil can be anywhere, man. I mean, it's just an expression of what is talked about in either religious times or history. I mean, the devil was the greatest part of history ever, dude, because you can't say the word devil to any culture, any language, anywhere without them understanding it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy metal kind of plays on that a lot. Specifically, like Iron Maiden, okay? One of my favorite bands of all time, personally reflective.
Him and Scum Death are going to love each other, man. That's Scum Death's band, man.
Oh, yo, Scum Death, dude. So I thought that was one of you guys at first.
No.
Am I being interviewed by this dude, bro? This dude's seeing people walk rats. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is this guy from, dude?
It's our crazy uncle from across the pond. He's
That's
awesome.
fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So
metal's very thematic. I mean, it's very fantasy based. I like metal too. And there's some when it starts getting into screaming, and I like screaming to a point, and then it just gets to where it's, for me at least, I like the fantasy, more thematic metal. So it was based so it's all around this metal element, your name?
So my original name, even my email, was based off of Metallica, which is my original email was the Fourth Horse. Okay.
Oh, okay.
For the Four Horsemen. I mean, I used to play guitar, and I knew every beginning 10-second riff to every Metallica song there was. That is all. Once you start getting to the hard shit, I don't know what I'm doing.
No,
but I can play the first 10 seconds of every Metallica song ever made. And so like the Fourth Horseman just stood out, and I was like, you know what, dude? And it kind of plays off of how I grew up. It's going to sound a little crazy, but like if you saw me, the end was near, dude, because I fought my way my entire life up until I probably met my wife. I was a big brawler, man. I like fighting, man. I'm a big guy. People need help, and I like to be the helper, dude. I've walked people out who are being jumped, walk them out fist first, getting them out of the party, not even knowing them, just to help that person out, man. Because like, dude, 5-on-1, 10-on-1, dude, don't. And smaller than you guys, this is cowardly to me. I'm big. Guess what? You gonna die. It's I'm not a fan of people being picked on or hurt or so like that. Men, women, child, doesn't matter. But like, I'm like, no, I don't want to say a hero. I just almost call myself a hero. So I'm a hero. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like people, being mistreated like that. So if I'm involved in the situation, it's the end. It's the Fourth Horse. I'm the Pale Rider, dude.
I love it.
So I adapted that into my my stream. I'm like, I'm the Pale Rider, dude. When you see me, it's what it means. Nothing really in the stream. Pale Rider 766. 766 is only there because I didn't want to put. Excuse me. I was going to put 666. You get a number of the beast, all this stuff.
Sure.
I'm not really into the devil, but I was just playing off of Iron Maiden and all this stuff. Yeah. So I put 766. So I'm not 100% evil. I'm just like a little bit evil. Yeah, a little bit evil, right?
I like it.
Thirds. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's not good for branding. I want to get rid of the numbers. So I try to go with Pale Rider. So now we're going to get into the fun part of Pale Rider. I'm in my stream one day. I'm telling my stream. I'm like, you know what, dude? I want to get rid of the 766, man. But some freaking bot, some freaking deleted account that got freaking Pale Rider, man. I can't do nothing. Blah, blah, blah. What the hell am I supposed to do? One of my freaking viewers goes, hey, just change the L in Pale Rider to capital I. I'm like, yo, dude, you're brilliant.
Nice.
You're freaking brilliant. I freaking grabbed the name instantly. Didn't even wait. Right on stream.
Changed it.
Changed my name. Boom, boom.
I love it.
Whole stream shuts down, dude. I'm like, the fuck? What's going on here, dude? I changed my name. I couldn't recognize the website. All my OBS shit was hooked into fucking Pale Rider 766. Dude. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on, dude? I can't change it for 30 days now, 60 days now, dude. I'm like, no, dude, what's happening? So I got Pale Rider, right? However, when you type it in chat, the capital I is non-existent. It's all lowercase. Dude, I was Pie Rider for like 6 Bro, they still come in my chat saying, "What's up, Pie Rider? Greatest Pie Rider." Fuck you guys. Dude, I was Pie Rider for 60 days. The big contacts I made in the Destiny community, like the big streamers that knew that I subbed to, that all this stuff, they're like, "Hey, what's up, Pie Rider?" I'm like, "Hey, man, it's me, Pale Rider 76. Who's Pie Rider?" I'm like, "Yo, dude, I'm losing my mind, bro." It was so torturous, dude. It was horrible.
Hazel, that's got to be the best. Amazing. That's got to be the best story I've heard about gamertag so far.
Bro,
yes, it is.
They still tell me I'm the greatest pie they've ever eaten. In my stream, dude. It's freaking ridiculous, dude. They still break my balls. And that was like 2 years ago, dude. It's freaking terrible. So I had to get something out of there. I didn't want numbers anymore. So I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm freaking Pale Rider. So I made that noise, that raspberry, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I put that in the emoji style. And I'm like, hey, man, that's kind of good. Like, Pale Rider pooping or whatever. I was bouncing ideas off my head, and I was like, wait, that says XP, and I was like, wait, I'm the Pale Rider Experience. That's who I am, and I just went with the Pale Rider Experience because it's kind of cool, man. Like the Joe Rogan Experience, you're really getting an experience coming to my stream, dude. Because I don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen, dude. Let alone somebody fucking, dude. It could be anything.
Dude, I love that. That's an awesome story. That's a great story.
That is great.
Yeah.
It's fucking. Thanks for laughing at my freaking pain, guys.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we do, man.
Proud to be here.
That's really awesome, man. Ooh. All right, sir. So
I have no time limit. I know you guys might, but I have no time limit, by the way.
You haven't heard our podcast, apparently. We can go a while.
Oh, good.
We're long format, so don't worry about it.
That's perfect.
We're good. We're good. I think it's your turn, Hazel.
Yeah. So, okay. So when it comes to, all right, let's go back here for a second. Because you mentioned you were talking about Destiny and everything like that. So are you PvE or PvP focused? It sounds like maybe PvE because of the rating and that, but just want to see.
I am a majority of PvE because that's what I enjoy the most, but it's like 51% because I can get sweaty and I'll tell you what, if I'm at the top of the leaderboard, you're gonna hear about it. I'm like, yo, this is some fucking bull. They're lagging, they're cheating. There's no way you can't beat me. You know, I'm decent, but not like 2.5 KD guys where they never miss a shot. I really go hard. I sweat every freaking control match I ever played, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm going with my life in there, dude. It doesn't matter.
So you're probably a little salty in PvP then.
No, I don't get salty. I left that behind. I left that with Pale Rider 766. Dude, okay. Pale Rider 766 was a salty because, again, I'd never played a first-person shooter.
Right.
I had a 0.5 KD. I didn't understand why I was dying. I'm like, I got a gun too. What the? Then I met the Thorn.
Yes.
And D1. I'm the reason people hate Thorn, dude, because a 0.5 KD mopping up all the 2.5ers, just tap, tap, walk away.
I love it.
Goodbye. Dude. So I play a lot more PvE because I enjoy it more, and I'm actually good at organizing. I'm good at, it's an algorithm. All these ads have like little puzzles of how they move. They're going to appear there. They're going to push there. They're going to shoot you here. D2 is much harder to calculate because I feel like they have a little better of an engine mechanism or something like that, dude. They move way different. But I can like almost blind shoot enemies in D1, and then D2 I just got to figure it out. Like I have not soloed the Prophecy because they kick my ass. So I'm not solo flawless good. I'm solo good. How about that?
No, that's
good though.
51%. I get that. You get that Crucible just calling to you, like, come on, man. Ooh. Iron Banner weekend. Come on, man.
Somebody's got to die. Yeah, Bob just said, like in my stream, he's like, you're a good teacher for when somebody doesn't know what to do. And right, yeah, I'm very concise. I always get the people in my raid. I'll get 6 people together. 2 people will be new to it. I go to explain, and I'm very detail oriented. This is my job as a home builder. I need to be detail oriented.
Sure.
So I'm very detail oriented in my stream. People generally, specifically gamers, they don't have the attention span of that shit. So they're like, okay, so what was the next part? That's what I get. Or I get the 3 other people I'm with, like, yeah, you just shoot them like this. And then you come over. I'm like, bro, I'm explaining. When I explain, I actually tell them why we're doing it, how to do it, what happens if you don't do it properly, what happens if you do it properly, but your friend doesn't do it properly. I go into a very long discussion of every possible scenario that can happen during a raid. And they need to know that information, because if not, you're not enjoying the game. If you just want to get the job done, dude, just go fucking LFG this shit. Get out of here, man. I'm here to enjoy this game. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you why we are enjoying this game and why it's so technical. And sometimes I get over technical. Like,
well, not to pump up Hazel because he's already got a big enough head, but he's a very good Sherpa in rating as well. And he's very concise in his instructions, and he keeps it non-emotional, very informational. And I'm more like, no, man, no, that's not how you do it. No, you need to come over here. I'm like your other 4 guys in the group. So I totally get it, man. That's what makes a good raid Sherpa. It really does. Being able to explain it the way you do.
So I left my Sherpa days in D1 because when I came over to D2, I actually didn't like D2 at all. I was mad, bro. I was one of those people that it was so. There's 2 people in my chat. 2 people that I really raid with a lot. One just said, you pull out a 5-page essay for every one encounter. Yeah, that's true. And then my dude Mummer, who's the one who always interrupts me, he said, exactly. Like freaking because people who know how to do I bring people with me who know how to do it to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like Mummer, my friend Devin, he's a close friend, he's from Connecticut. We hang out a lot, right? Every Guardian account. He knows a dude. He wants to get it done, and he wants to, let's get to the killing, bro. But I have I'm too long of an explanation for Devin, dude. I'm too long. My friend Jean, she likes to listen, but it's not just them. It's people who know how to do that. Just blurt out. They're like, yeah, throw the ball at the wall, and you grab it and shoot him. I'm like, hey, no, you don't. Why'd you throw the ball at the wall? Well, we just got to get it. We got to throw the ball. I'm like, yeah, but you have to throw the ball, stand on the plate so that you don't die, because the other people, if they don't have the ball, they'll die. Whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
This is why. Yes, your role. Your role.
Right.
Understand. Let me tell them this role. Let me tell them their role. Then.
Yeah, and exactly. then you get that. Oh well, that's not the way our group ran it. I hate when people say that. So I'm like, well, this is the way we do it. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, dude. This is the way we do it. This is my biggest pet peeve.
If I'm running the fucking thing, bro, if I'm the Sherpa guy, if I got it together, somebody asked me to get it, if they didn't ask you to Sherpa, if they ask you, then I'm just the gun. I'm just the hired gun, dude.
You're a lieutenant.
But if they ask me, they need to know you're gonna need to do it my way. I don't care what you did in your LFG or your
normal
75 clears with your other clan and all that shit, dude. Because that's the other thing, dude. You bring in outside clan members.
Yeah.
Their clan does it. Freaking the soup. They watched Glad. They watched GX6R Clyde. They watched the freaking Moon. They watched all these people fucking do it a super sweat way. Well, guess what, guys? This stream's not for you, because I never look at the videos when I do stuff. I mostly just get information from learning, or when people come in, they'll give little tidbits.
That's the hardest part about raiding is someone has to assume control. And unfortunately, you have to be the ass, literally, when you're in there because you have to assume control. If you don't, you have a bunch of lieutenants running around doing their own thing. And all the raids I've done, it never works. Someone has to assume control and say, listen, this is the way we're doing it, okay?
So here's where you said that you said Hazel is the good shipper, right?
Yep.
Or was it Gator? Okay.
No, it's
so Hazel. Yeah, okay.
Definitely me instead of him.
So
Dear
you
God,
said that he knows how to keep, the emotional stuff. I ain't with all that shit, dude. You start to piss me off. Ugly Pale Rider 76 coming out there. I'm fucking like, dude, you're supposed to be here. What the hell? Am I gonna tell the raid or not? What's going on? What's happening? Why are you guys not? I get it. It's not disrespect. It's strong questioning. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's to find out what's broken, basically,
why
so
the
it can be fixed.
fuck are you fucking dying? That's pretty much what it boils down.
I have the biggest respect for raid Sherpas because it is the hardest job, I think, of all the Destiny encounters out there that people can help other people
dude.
with.
Trials carriers, dude. Those
yeah, I understand that.
Wipe.
But usually trials carries, when they're carrying a third person, the two guys, the killers, they'll just
they don't need them.
They don't even need them. They'll just go do their killing. And I've been Sherpa before in trials, and I'll be like the last guy there going, okay, what happened? You killed them all. Okay, excellent. It's a super hyper aggressive mode of way to play, and it doesn't fit my style, but I raid Sherping. I give it to Kingsley and Sen all the time, Kingsley Mac and Sen Media. Those guys just are very, very good, and they love to raid. You can tell the passion they have and stuff that they love to do what they do. So a lot of respect for that. And anytime I go into a raid, I try to keep that in mind and not say, well, wait a minute. The way I used to do it, I just try to shut the hell up. And
because we've all done that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've all done that. I've done it too. A good point is I also try to mix some stuff into it. See, I'm pretty eclectic with my raid help. Like, I get strong questioning, and I get pretty strong with the wording. But then literally, we'll just out of nowhere, we'll be like going, and they'll be doing their job perfectly. After I yelled, after I freaking got disgruntled, after I said, okay, let's fucking do it my way. After I do all this shit, literally everyone's angry. I'll literally be like, everything will be going perfect. We'll get to like the final boss. I'm like, wipe. People stop what they're doing. They go, what happened? What happened? I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. We're good. And then everyone just dies. So I'm pretty torturous to fucking raid with.
Oh, don't worry. Hazel is
That's
too.
That's awesome. I can't wait to watch your stream for this.
Hazel's the one.
Wipe.
Hazel's the one that says on the War Priest. All right, everybody jump into the big ball. That's how we start the encounter.
Oh, man. You just gave me a little jump in the pants, dude. I'm telling you, dude. If I find a way that I control and I do it, there's no way. If you have never done the raid, you are getting trolled. It's without a doubt, dude. Spire Stars, I fucking go into a fucking 4-minute speech on how you got to punch the bombs to get to the final boss. Dude, it's a fucking speech, dude.
Yeah.
It's literally like, hey, listen, we got to do this right. We have to retime because Savathun and dude, I go into a whole bunch of shit, dude. And then they stand next to it, and I go, okay, are you ready? I really need you guys to please let's do it right. We can get the chest. We can get some rewards. It's gonna help us, dude. I go into bananas, and then it's freaking. They go, okay. And I'm like, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Everyone melees the bomb. It blows up. Everyone dies. I go, stupid, and I jump the fuck out of it. Pure ridicule in my streams, dude.
That's exactly what Hazel does too. So don't let him tell you. Don't let him tell you different. Hazel,
the best ones do.
Why don't we go with maybe a question each? What do you think?
Sure.
All right. Sure. I know the one I'm going to ask, but go ahead, man.
All right. So, do you have a motto or mantra that you live by? Or a couple of them?
Yeah, there might be a couple of them. One is I only trust in what I can essentially control or I can see. These are personal mantras. These are not something I teach people. Like I'm agnostic. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a higher power, but I don't follow what another man tells me. I never follow what another man tells me. I'm pretty bad with authority. pretty bad with authority, dude. You got something to say, I will listen to you, and I will take an advice. I'll get your evidence, I'll assess it, and I'll go, oh, you're done, and I'm out. So I really live my life by that, and it really translates into a problem with authority. And it really sometimes is detrimental. Sometimes, like stats and my like trying to beat up my bosses throughout the years, and things like this. It's pretty bad. But I make my own destiny. I make my path. Nothing. I don't like to be controlled. I like to have control, though. Like, I guess I'm a kind of control freak. I like to have control, and I'm sure like Mummer and Bobchi and the people that are in the chat that raid with me, they know I kind of like to have control, man. You know why? Because same thing, like in a perfect example, I have to drive my car. I have to. I'm that guy. I have to. My wife can go and do anything she wants in the world, dude, without me. Like, I trust completely, but I have to drive the car. Same thing with a raid. I have to kind of be in control because I'm going to tell this long story on why we have to do it, and it's the proper answer to the raid completion.
Right.
It might not be the way you did it, and you may be better than me, or KD may be better than me, or completions may be better than me, but I know the proper way to complete this raid. I like to get my point across.
I get it. I get it. Well, I'll finish with this question, and then we'll
live my life.
Nice.
That's what it is.
No, that's a great way to live, man. I follow a lot of that same path as well. My last question here is one I love to ask all our guests. And think about all the things that your gamer friends and your stream and stuff knows about you. I want to know one thing about you. It could be big or small that maybe nobody knows about you. Maybe your family, you know what I'm saying. But maybe a general thing. It could be small. It could be big. Anything that maybe people may not know about you.
Defend every single follower that supports in a positive way, not only myself, but other streamers, other genders, other races, I am a huge human rights activist, whether they know that or they don't. I will defend any injustice at any time, and it's probably going to be violent.
Okay. All right.
So the violent part is probably what people don't know about me. They probably go, yeah, Pale, he sticks up, because I do. I've been invited multiple times to do like I always do a St. Jude charity stream twice a year. But I also have been invited to the Trevor Project, which I've passed twice. Actually, no, I did it once, but twice afterwards, just because of timing and nerves and all this shit.
Sure.
But I literally, if I see injustice, like people just think, oh, I'll say, most people just say something. You can't treat that person like that. You can't hit that woman in public. You can't frickin' degrade and be racist in public. I'm probably going to do something over the top. Ragnar Lodbrok style. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Viking fucking madness, dude.
And that goes right with your theme of your Viking.
Dude,
emblem.
I'm telling you,
I love
man.
that. I love that emblem, by the way.
They picked that out.
Yes.
The Get Wrecked people. The Get Wrecked people made this. Yeah, I know Vikings don't have horns, and yeah, I know they're not called Vikings. Vikings are just raiders. I do. I don't care.
This one does.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, this motherfucker. I do raid, and I do take a fucking long ship over to your country and pillage and fucking take your shit. Yes, I do.
Well, hey, dude, I'm so glad you opened up and talked to us about your life. We appreciate you doing that, man.
Yes,
And,
thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe I don't even know what he knows what's coming up or not, Hazel. But what do you think? Think it's that speed run time?
I believe it
remember
is.
that. No, I saw that. I saw that in the notes.
All right,
let's
good.
do this shit, dude. All right.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're
It's
ready.
all going to be, every answer is going to be dick joke related. So let's go.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
They have. Oh, come on, Hazel. They have to be in context. Come on. All right, we'll do that right after this.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
Okay, listeners, this segment is called the Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 125 randomly asked questions, and Pale Rider here is going to have 60 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answered will win a prize and the title of 2020 Speedrun Champion. The quest to randomly ask so no one can memorize the order and you'll just have to answer what quickly comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from our list. Hazel is the timekeeper and quality control expert, so in the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. Xanafan 711 is our leader currently at 27. So, Pale Rider, you ready?
It's a lot of pressure, but yes.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Morning person or night owl?
Night.
Ikora, Cade, or Zavala?
Cade.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Who's the bigger badass, Shax or Saladin?
Saladin.
Pulse, Scout, or Auto Rifle?
Auto.
What is your favorite Destiny planet?
EDZ.
Is Telesto the besto?
No.
Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Mac or PC?
PC.
Favorite cartoon, past or present?
Pass. Do I have to name it?
It's all right.
Doesn't matter.
Fallen?
Okay.
Fallen?
Two. Okay.
That's all right. Fallen, Vex, or Cabal?
Cabal.
If you could live in any decade, which would it be?
80s again.
Nice. DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Gold or silver?
Gold.
Void, Solar, or Arc?
Void.
What's the latest you've been up gaming?
31 hours. I don't know.
Whew. Wow, that's a long time, dude. 31 hours? Did you just say 31?
So I hit a 31-hour game session. I went to sleep for 4 hours. I got up and did another 12 hours after that.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's crazy.
That was Morrowind. Elder Scrolls. Morrowind.
Yes, know the game, yes. Yep.
Yep.
That's
where
another rabbit
got me
hole.
there.
I hear you.
Yep.
Well, Hazel, how did he do?
16.
Nice.
Respectable.
That's respectable. That's respectable, man. You have
Zeno got frickin' 27.
Xanafan 711.
Xanafan?
Yeah, he was he was moving, man. But we have a lot of guys in our community that are maybe a little bit competitive, just a little, and it's kind of like bragging rights. So we get guys that come in here and just zip through them. But I'd rather have honest answers, to be perfectly honest, and not worry about a high score. I want to know your answers. I'm not really worried about the score. So thanks for doing that, man.
Me either. Yeah, I like speedruns.
The 80s, man. I was hoping you were going to say the 80s, by the way.
So I was born in 1980, and I'd like to go through the 80s, but as my current age.
Yeah. I love the 80s, man. It was a great time. Hey, listeners, I got a question for all you guys and gals. Do you have a great speedrun question for our speedrun competition? If that is a yes, then join our Discord and enter them in our Speedrun Question Ideas channel, and we'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember they need to be yes or no or 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And at the end of the year, we're going to have a drawing. $25 gift card of your choice, and you can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. So good luck with that. All right, I believe it's time to talk about this week at Bungie. Hazel, this week at Bungie, man, what's going on?
Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah. Well, for starters, the Festival of the Lost's going on. So, feel free to spend your nights, evenings, weekends, whatever, in there doing the Haunted Forest, because we all know that that's fun. Not really. Sometimes, maybe a little bit. And then... so I'm not going to touch on the main thing until a little bit later.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
They're revamping New Light, which is a good thing. So before, they basically dropped you off in the middle of it and said, hey, here you go forth and, here's a mission, that kind of thing. Well, now they're actually going to have like a little guide for you, and it's going to actually be a pretty robust thing. I'm actually thinking about deleting my Warlock so I can try it out and see.
Oh, I'm going to run it.
Wait, does it have to be the Warlock? Can it be like your Hunter and your Titan?
He doesn't. He's a Titan main. He doesn't value Warlocks.
Come on, dude.
He doesn't value
I came
Warlocks.
on a podcast with a Titan.
Yeah.
If I could delete my Warlock twice, I would.
Yeah, he would too.
He's pushing my buttons.
I'm the space magic guy here, so yeah.
Dude, legit.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, I like to just punch things with my fist. So
half of those answers I gave were like quick. I actually like auto rifles now, but I used to be a huge scout guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Think Hung Jury. All right.
Vision
how about,
of Confluence.
all right, I got a name. Let's see if you guys see how far back you guys go. Call of Vance's Duty. Anybody remember that one?
Yep, from Iron Banner.
Do, but I didn't like that one. That was slow firing, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
But I
don't
tell you
like
what,
that.
though, on certain maps you could just pop snipers out easily. It was so much fun to use.
Oh,
You could
man.
3-tap them. Boom, done.
And I'm also solar. I main Dawnblade. Like I
top
throw
tree.
solar grenades for my entire fucking everything I do. Solar grenade, solar grenade, solar grenade.
You're like true Vanguard. You like the top tree.
Yeah.
You like to do the Icarus dash. I like that too.
I just can't get off the dash. That's why.
I know,
Same thing
man.
on D1.
It's just like dodging with hunters. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And what do
Warlocks.
Titans have?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Twilight Garrison, hopefully this year.
We'll
Empty
see.
boxes of cram.
Yep, exactly. Okay,
Tasty.
we're gonna let Hazel continue now.
Do your thing. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Festival of the Lost also art and fashion shows. So, if you are creative in any way, shape, or form, go out and try to win some shit. If you win too, that'd be cool. We'll share it in the Discord. They're fixing some shit. That's important. Aside from that, the main part of this is the mods. They are revamping mods. I'm very unsure how I feel about this.
I like it. I like what I've heard so far. Let's see what you think.
For real?
I do. I think they've simplified some things and some things maybe
simplified.
not. Yeah.
So Pale Rider, just so you know, Gator is the rainbows and sunshines, a sunshine person for Destiny. He's like, hey, it's great. It's going to be perfect. And I'm the skeptic that's like, it's going to be a train wreck.
I'm sorry. Luke Smith did come to me in a dream. So just going to leave it there. No, he came in.
He was in a bathrobe.
No, he wasn't. He was in a he wasn't in a warlock robe. He was in he was in a Jedi robe. So,
Bathrobe.
And then he said, "Get out of my house." You said it much better, Hazel. Damn it.
I try.
I know.
So, all right. So with mods, I just wanted to go into that, Pale Rider, just so you knew that my sarcasm when I say things like this is kind of heartfelt.
Yeah. Meant out of love.
Exactly, right. So with it, what they're doing is sort of the long didn't read portion of it is, so the mods, like if they were before like Arc and things like that, they're doing away with that. So it's no longer going to be element based, and it's going to be just a general, hey, this is what it is. It's going to be any mod is going to go in. So
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. So that's one good thing. Yes. Now my hesitation from all this comes from the next one, which is enhanced mod rebalancing. So basically what they're doing is, now I'm really a big stickler on the language. So for this, enhanced mods have, according to Bungie here in their language, is that they have removed enhanced mods from Light.
Yeah, they take up 6 slots usually. They're very power hungry.
But they're sometimes worth it.
Yeah, but
so yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you continue.
So they're removing enhanced mods, which makes me sad. And what they're doing is they're raising up standard mods, basically, just a bump, so that way you can actually go ahead and use those in place of those.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of I don't know how I feel about that.
They're basically giving you enhanced mods for free or very little cost.
No, they're not.
They say right here in this sentence
are still lower than the equivalent enhanced mods.
Okay, but barely. But the biggest complaint they had was people were saying that they couldn't feel that the shotgun loader, they didn't feel like it really was that much faster. So they're saying, okay, fine. instead of the enhanced mods, which are like lightning fast, we'll just give you like medium fast mods, and you can just put them on anything. What's wrong with that? I like that. I don't know.
I don't like the whole mod system in general.
Really?
To be honest,
really?
I'm not a fan of the mods. I think we could do without them. I liked honestly the exclusive armor. You want to do a raid, man? Just make the armor the mod. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a real problem. I just really recently learned the whole mod system in D2, like not even a year ago. But I'm a fan of, you need to do Crota's Run, and you need, that's D1. But let's just say Last Wish or something. Wear the armor, dude. Everyone should look like they're preparing for the raid that they're going into. Most of the time, I forget which freaking mods they even have on, and you got to pay 500 glimmer for it. So like, not that it matters because I can never run out in D2 for some reason. But like, you know, it prepares it. The armor sets go with the raid, and most people don't even use the armor sets they get from the raid because the mods don't fit their persona or their look.
Well, they are going to fix that. I mean,
yes, they are.
Hazel.
Yeah, they are going to fix that. So they are going to be putting those mods. Actually, well, okay. So correction here. So okay. Now, see, this part made me really, really sad. So starting in season 12, so the only mods that are there are mods that are leaving. So Anti-Hive, Anti-Fallen, those are gone. The only ones that'll be around, or only one that will be around, is Anti-Taken, and that's going to be for the Last Wish raid only. So it can only be used in that situation. You can't use it in the Prophecy dungeon or anything else for when season 12 rolls around.
That is a bummer, I gotta admit.
Yeah, but the good news though is this: is Beyond Light is going to have for raid armor, it's going to drop with an extra mod socket. Just for raid-related mods.
Mm.
So, you know, you raid, you get the armor, then you get maybe a mod for it that you can slot in. Not. So.
I'm still wearing the Camarant armor, dude, of the Warlock, dude. It's I really liked wearing. I mean, when you do the raid, you get the armor, then you get rewards to boost the armor. And like again, I keep going back to D1. I'm definitely one of those guys that was mad at D2, bro. I was mad. They changed too much of my baby, dude. You know, so I liked the ornaments, man. The ornament system you earned. I mean, make the ornaments lower drop rate, but like I wish they would have brought that over. And I'm not opposed to change. I didn't take that very well when the whole mod system came. I'm like, you know what, dude, this is dumb. Because I mean, I really, retrospectively, unless you stack up, you really have to go in depth, and they did it for the community because you have to let players allowed to create their own build, and this is I do like, but I just wasn't a fan. I'm like, you know what, dude, just give me the freaking standard stuff, dude. I don't care about creating my own build.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny 1 was that way where we would basically, remember you had to rank up your guns and armor?
Mm.
That was fun. I liked doing that. And it was nice. You had raid armor and you had to get some stuff done while wearing that armor to get those special abilities unlocked. I like that part of it. If I remember correctly, I believe that's how it went. But
they have a little bit of that for the menagerie gear and for the Leviathan.
Yeah, exactly.
That was all right.
Exactly.
It's not terrible.
But at least they're giving you a special slot on the raid armor. The only thing I'm not happy about is they're really sticking it to people who already have raid armor like I do on these raids that are carrying over. Now we're going to have this legacy slot, which is
the garden stuff specifically.
Yeah, garden basically, and well, Last Wish too. But But I don't know how I feel about that. I think they should have just grandfathered in, brought it over. But only reason I think they're not doing it is because we're gonna have to re-download a whole new game, you know, when the new Turn for Destiny happens. So maybe it just doesn't, maybe the file system or whatever, how it's classified doesn't fit with the new system. And I guess I'm okay with that, but that's the one thing I did read over there, Hazel, and I just
exactly. Yeah, about the combat mods. Yeah,
exactly. So
what I do like though is the DCV, dude. I'm happy that they're creating a vault type. They're not removing stuff, blatantly taking away stuff. We may see some of these raids and or missions appear years later or whatever.
Right.
It allows them to keep the content and give nostalgia back. If and when ready, they just revamp some stuff and pop back in the Nokra Strike with like whatever. I don't mind that. That's not bad.
Yeah. My thing with the DCV is there has to be a good reason for it.
Yeah.
For it to come back.
Well,
I just don't want to see random shit come back, and just because it was cool back in the day, like VOG. Like, yeah, okay, VOG was amazing, but I want to have a reason why VOG is back.
Well,
good point.
I wasn't going to bring this up later, but we might as well just tie it in here too. Did any of you guys read the Edge article? The December edition of Edge Gaming Magazine had talked about Destiny, how they're changing the way first-person shooters.
Say no.
Well, that's the one thing that Noseworthy and Luke Smith said was, we're not going to bring back anything unless its story is based on the story. We're not just going to bring stuff out just because for the hell of it. It has to tie into the story narrative. And one thing I noticed about what their direction they're going here, and I mean the article pretty much repeats a lot of stuff we already know about Beyond Light. They're just telling everybody what's going on. They're catching them up. But there's a couple things that I derived from that article, and one of them was, we're not just going to bring back the Vault of Glass. We're bringing the Vault of Glass back, and we're tying the story into the Vault of Glass. That's going to be awesome, man.
Yeah, it's going to be different. If they bring back the Vault of Glass, I think that's a waste of time and effort. If they bring back, but I also don't want a Season of Undying style Vault of Glass, like like when the mine came back, we killed it in 10 seconds. And then we had to farm it. That was bullshit.
That was
one of the most intense strikes that you had to do, man.
That was terrible. Yeah. I admit. I really admit that was a maybe they didn't have time to work on it and they just had to put something in there, but
wasn't a fan of that.
But I just want to mention that since you mentioned you don't want to bring anything back unless it just for the hell of it. I want to mention that up from that Edge document, but article.
But I think to me, it's like, okay, well, is it that's where the story naturally goes, or is it that, hey, we want to bring this back, so let's bring the story to this point?
Yeah, I get it.
So
I think it's more pandering than anything.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, unfortunately. Yeah. But I mean, so all of that being said, though, Bungie did release a new trailer regarding weapons and gear.
Oh, we got to talk about this.
So
that was a freaking intense trailer.
These exotics,
yes,
aren't they did not mail in these exotics. They look badass.
They put some effort into the exotics, man.
They look good.
Yeah, and I've got a question for you guys after these because because I have a thought about these exotics, and I'll be honest, this shit fucking sold me on Beyond Light. Now, I mean, I fucking do a Destiny podcast, but still, I mean, this actually made it where it didn't really seem as hopeless as it kind of seemed. So okay. So what are one or two of the exotic armor pieces that you guys liked?
Warlock Poison.
Yes.
Oh.
You beat me to it, man. Damn it.
Warlock Poison.
When I saw that, I was like, yes, the thorn with gloves.
That's toxic as frick,
dude.
Literally and figuratively, dude. How they showed it, whether it acts like that or not, but dude, debuffing and damage over timing enemies. Why, dude? I mean, like, dude.
And it had an area of an effect too. I love it.
Yeah, man. And you see his kill. It was doing damage and killing enemies like 6-7 deep. Dude.
It was awesome.
I'm like, whoa, dude, let's go, man. Farm material.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then also the Titan I like the I can't remember the name. I could probably pull it up, but
Yeah.
I like the where you res the person, you get that shield, like almost like a walking well. That's pretty cool, but that's not the one that sold me. What changed me, I literally made a tweet like, dude, I might have to start playing Titan, is where you trade your barricade for an overshield.
Yep. Fucking take my barricade. Take it.
Yeah, fuck the barricade is worthless, dude.
That's gonna be that's gonna be so nerfed, I guarantee you.
Oh, dude, can you imagine, bro? Just fucking getting the barricade, loading them up with fucking Telesto shots, and just sending them into a fucking either C zone or into a freaking crowd of ads, dude. Oh man.
I'm not a hunter main.
I'm there.
I'm not a hunter main, but this Mask of Bakras.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't dodge. You
Shift.
actually shift. It's literally like a ground based teleport. It's
So
Yeah, like Blink. Yeah.
There's gonna be so much hate on this. I'm telling you, there's gonna be so much hate on this. But it's a cool exotic, and it looks so badass, man. It looks so
I
futuristic.
have concerns with that because if you watch the trailer, the shift was really not that far of a shift.
It's
you
like
can't shift out of a super. Like if a super was aimed in that direction, you're gonna catch the back end of it because the freaking AOE is so large of the supers.
Mm-hmm.
And can you? And I want to know, can you be killed in that shift? Because right, if you're shifting, it showed yes, you get a certain you get cloaking, but I saw in the video the shift go from like a little puff. And I saw the direction it moved.
Yeah.
And like, if you're shooting something, man, can you be killed?
You better time it just right. Yeah, I agree. It's not a real far. They say it's a little bit further than a blink, a Warlock blink, but I don't know.
I think it's like a ground blink.
Warlock blink. See, your distance and height of a blink is actually based on your mobility stat. I don't know if you guys knew that, but when you blink, you can blink further if your mobility stat's higher, and you can also blink higher. So.
Yeah.
I know you saw it.
I love Blink. That's what I play in Crucible. I'm the Blink guy.
Yeah, I tried it. I'm not a fan of the Blink, even with the thing. But also the other thing that kind of
Astrocyte verse.
That's a waste. It's good, but it's a waste for me, man.
Really?
Slight cooldown. Yeah, it's just like. I'd rather have my dodge. The dodge comes back faster and more. It is more. It's better with PvP, in my opinion. You have more dodging. The blink, you're still kind of up in the air, and I've done the blink and then just been mopped out of the air. And I'm like, yo, what?
Well,
because I can't shift.
Try blinking in on PC. People are patient. They'll just wait for you to start falling down off your blink. And
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
But but in console though, Palerider, in console, people, because they've FOV's not as wide, and that's going to change, I guess, with the new consoles coming up. But people get lost when I blink over them on the console. I have so much more success than I do on PC. PC, are people like, oh, you're going to blink, huh? Hold on, I'll just wait for you to be falling down. Boom, sniper headshot. So. There's a skill level to it, but the thing I love about Astrocyte Verse is that it keeps your radar open, so you can actually maneuver around people and still see where they're at. Relatively
briefly, though.
It takes practice. It takes practice to use it, though.
I'm concerned with the new skip grenade meta. The double bouncing knives, dude. Dude, people. I made a tweet about that also, dude. People are gonna run in there, 3 hunters. They're gonna freaking triple throw a freaking knife, one in front of the other, ding, 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 and there's 2 guys down right there, dude.
Well, they already nerfed the weighted knife because it was too magnetic. So I have a feeling this is gonna probably return it to that form again. That's what I'm guessing.
I could see that. But,
you just throw a knife at a wall and expect it to just go to die. It has to have some type of magnetism.
It's like the Sentinel shields. You just throw them and they just find you. It's like, come on, man.
It's fantastic.
I hate that
come on, man.
Fantastic.
Dude,
come
that is so
on.
toxic.
You need skill,
You could
dude.
throw it at the floor, around the corner,
and it finds you.
Fucking come and find you, and you're in the air
It's so
shooting.
stupid.
And it's like,
It's
dude,
so stupid.
come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is true.
I play a Titan. I play a Titan, and when I use it, I don't even have to aim. I just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not as shitty as the Nova Bomb. But yeah,
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, the one that splits and then it just tracks you for like
but you
three-quarters of the map.
You can outrun it though. That's the difference.
Oh yeah, you can.
People outrun it all the
you
time.
You can't, but some people can.
A lot of people are smart. They see.
Yeah, they're called hunters and they run.
Yeah.
But Necrotic Grip, to answer your question, is the one I'm looking forward to the most. To have Thorn in your gauntlets and be able to get an area of effect Thorn, basically.
Because I agree.
So awesome.
I feel like the burn. You're using solar. You're using void. If you don't. The void melee for a warlock does nothing, dude.
It's terrible.
You hit them and it's like they have the fucking goblin has a fucking sliver. Get out of here, dude.
I know.
What are you talking about, man?
I know.
Just kill this thing, dude. It's one use. Kill the enemy.
But Bungie says, well, we gave you Blink, so you're not going to have any kind of melee now. So good luck. The other two classes, I mean, you have the electric hand. You send that little beam of electricity out.
I like that. I kind of like that.
It's pretty decent. It's not super powerful, but obviously the most powerful one is Top Tree Dawnbreaker, where you're shooting those
solar plexus and freaking Karnstein armlets, dude.
It's pretty dangerous.
Gauntlets, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking forward to, Hazel? Let me ask you.
Well, that Titan overshield. I mean,
so
that just sounds amazing to me because that's what every Titan wants to be.
Yeah,
we all want that.
It's actually a support. The Titan is like a strong supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's that just ability to, I mean, the Titan is like a wrecking ball, basically. Right. So anything I can do to, wreck more, is great. Give me that overshield because that's what the Titan should have. And especially I love the animation when he like actually popped it. It was like, oh yeah.
Well, what about the new weapons? They showed 4 new weapons. Exotics.
Yeah, was there? Okay, so I mean, I'll just cut to the chase here. So besides the sword, did anybody get excited about the other 3?
Oh yes, of course.
Corporate shill guy. So what about them?
Sword though. The sword is banging.
It is banging, yes, and it's going to be hard to give up my Dark Drinker 2.0 for that sword.
Uh-huh.
But
and an exotic slot.
I'm a pulse rifle guy, okay? And I've always liked the No Time to Explain. It's very accurate, has very low recoil. It can do some damage. But now I get an Oversoul that literally shoots with me while I'm reloading it. It's so awesome.
That is crazy. Yeah.
That's going to be fun, man.
I wonder if you can use have 2 souls, 2 arc souls. So that one is actually like a void, or not really a void, but it's something from a different time. So I wonder if you can have an arc buddy and
the catalyst. The catalyst is going to make it so that that thing shoots faster
and longer.
That's going to be freaking it's going to be fucking nuts, dude.
That's if you pre-order it with the deluxe edition, which is what I ordered. You'll get that, so it'll be in the season pass.
You'll still be able to get the catalyst anyway.
Yeah, you'll just have to work harder for it in the season pass. They'll give it to you like they did a lot of other
kills. Done.
Yeah, exactly. But the Cloud Strike I like too because I like sniping. And there's only one thing I didn't like about it, because one of their descriptions says final hits produce lightning bolts, and then I'm reading the description of it here. It says final blows, and I hate that too. I hate those 2 words when it comes to Crucible because people can steal your shit and it doesn't count as a final blow. It says final blows will generate lightning bolts at the target location. Rapid precision shots will summon an entire storm at the point of impact. So I need more explanation on this. So if I don't get a final blow and I get rapid precision shots, like boom, 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 and then a whole storm erupts there, does that mean it has to be a final blow still? I don't know. I'm going to have to play with this rifle a little bit and see if it's something I'm going to like or not.
I don't know. How many times do you actually get the opportunity to hit multiple final blows
Crucible,
in PvP?
Very rarely. Very rarely. Because you'll pop a person
one
time.
or 2, 3 at the most on a regular basis, but
especially in Iron Banner, you'll hit someone who's like 50 light higher than you, and they'll just laugh and jiggle a little bit when you hit them with a headshot, and they're still running around with 5% health.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and they're already gone
anyway.
Oh, I snipe. Hell yeah, dude. Revoker. Hell yeah. It's fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you won't be using that in November.
Probably not. No.
33 days. Yeah.
No, probably not. Anyway, sorry. That No Time to Explain weapon wise is the one I'm looking forward to the most because I like pulse rifles.
But that chainsaw.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good.
That was amazing. It looks fantastic. And there was nothing like seeing that, seeing him come in, swipe down on that barrier champion and just destroy him.
The lament.
I'm like, yes.
It's going to be cool.
I mean, yeah.
It looks like it has like a little trigger where you can get the saw blades going. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, you have to prep it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It'll be like anything else. You have to pre-charge it probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay. So my question for you guys is this. So, after that reveal, I had the feeling that weapons aren't going to be as powerful, but this could be like the season of the like abilities kind of thing. Because the Dawnblade is getting the helmet that, it's going to do like insane amount of damage, that kind of thing. Titans are going to get overshields. Hunters are getting blink-ish. And, warlocks are going to be able to pimp slap people and make them toxic and this kind of thing. Yeah. It just makes it seem like this is going to be like season of the, of the ability. And it just seemed like all the abilities are getting just completely and utterly amped up. What do you guys think about that? You think I'm wrong, or
what do you think, Palerider?
It's no. I do see a lot of the weapons in the trailer, especially like that. I don't know if it's a grenade launcher or a handheld rocket launcher, or that shit looks weak as fuck.
Yes.
I don't know what the thing is, dude. It's like he had a slide shotgun or whatever with it, and then freaking melee. That was ridiculous. There does look like to be a little bit less power. I'm
a little worried about this ice.
Yeah, and
forming stuff.
What about it?
The fact that you have to. Okay, it just seems like an extra step to me. I'm watching these trailers, and they got to freeze them in place and then hit them with something to shatter them. That seems cool and all, but why not just shoot them and kill them with a gun? Why do you have to freeze them first?
Yeah, weaken them.
Yeah,
weaken them or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna like this new stasis subclass. I mean, I'm going to play around with it, but I'm a void walker guy, man.
It's gonna get the stasis subclass is gonna get really sweaty in PvP, man.
Oh, I know,
dude. You get some teams that are organized, dude. You pop one of those freaking frozen walls, and then one jumps up and then shoots. The hunter freezes the guardians. I'm like, what the frick? I don't want that.
I could just see myself raging, sitting in an ice cube, watching three guys running at me with a sword. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be so fucking salty on this. I could just see it coming, man.
It is going to get a lot of use. So even if it's not good, I'm still seeing it getting a lot of use just because of the perks to it.
I'm just curious to see how they balance it, PvE versus PvP. That's my biggest fear, is they're gonna just open the floodgates in PvP and it's just gonna be a sweat fest. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. It's
any more sweaty than it is now?
Well, now, see, I'm a gun skill guy. I mean, I like the space magic and stuff. It's a good equalizer, especially when everyone else uses it. But it's all about gunfire for me, man. I came from. I'm sorry, Pale Rider. I came from the Call of Duty environment, and I've always been in shooters. And I love guns. I'm a Battlefield guy. I love the attachments to guns and making them more accurate, and learning how a gun kicks when you fire it and getting used to it and getting more and more accurate with it. That's the ability stuff is fun. It's fun to. Especially grenades. It's fun setting up stuff, but as far as the actual gameplay, it's all about the gunplay for me. And that's what worries me about this new stasis freezing stuff where everyone's going to be frozen. I might get a little frustrated with it in PvP. Like I said, I can ramble on all night about it. I don't want to do that. So
my buddy Joe from Guardians Mental Health pops in. He made
Average Joe.
Ghost. Yeah, Joe, average Joe, yeah. The ghosts are gonna have mods now.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
No, that's fucking funky, man.
We talked
I like
about that last week. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do you remember in D1 where they used to boost your your intellect, your whatever. Oh, I forgot.
Used to be
blanking.
part of your
Your
part of
build.
your armor set. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Well, Hazel, is there anything else?
That's all I got. What about you?
I have two things I did want to mention. This was pretty important stuff. It's a little early to be talking about it, but they're mentioning it now, so I feel we need to mention it to our listeners. Beyond Light and the end of Season of Arrivals, they're saying that if you're working toward a lot of stuff to finish up Season Arrivals, that the night before, this is a Monday, November 9th, they're shutting down everything at 7 p.m. Pacific. The game will not be online again, and you'll have to reinstall it, as they've mentioned before, until 9 a.m. the next morning. So just keep that in mind. If you're that procrastinator who's on Monday night, like me, before reset, trying to get all your extra Pinnacle gear or whatever, I'm telling you that basically I'm on the East Coast. So, 10 p.m., it's done. You're not going to be able to play that night. Just go play Call of Duty.
No, don't play Call of Duty. Play Fortnite.
Oh, God. Okay. But another thing they did mention is there's going to be, when the new season comes, the next morning, the Prophecy Dungeon, the Ruinous Effigy Quest, Traveler's Chosen Quest, the Seed of Silver Sinks, the Seasonal Artifact, and any unopened Umbral Engrams will be gone. So make sure you get those Umbral Engrams.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
It is.
That's the best part of the whole thing. But get those freaking things off me, dude. Please get them away from me, man. I can't freaking collect gear. I've lost exotics in my vault because of that stuff, dude.
Yeah, I hear you.
Get those fucking engrams off me, man.
I
really want them to incorporate some type of mass trashing for blues and or engrams, like dude, like right now, all these engrams, dude. I'm getting, you can get a bunch of different stuff from just using engrams that you're not going to use, just by popping them and scrapping the weapon.
Right.
But like, dude, just make a trash can.
Yeah.
I'd like to see like a if then kind of thing where it's like, hey, like set up like brief kind of filters where it's like, hey, if it's not like 20 intellect, at 150 plus, then get rid of it, or 1050 plus, then get rid of it.
Yeah. Have a delete all button somewhere, dismantle all. Make it simple.
Mark all. Yeah.
Engrams take freaking 88 minutes to freaking delete. Also, dude. That's
dude. They put sliders in Destiny 1 at the end. You could slide how much you wanted to spend or transfer into something else. They can do it, man. It's there. They can do it. I got a question for you guys before we move on here. Did you guys do the last interference mission this week?
Oh yeah.
I know. Hazel, you got to do it, man. What?
Yeah, I watched it. I saw what it is.
Okay, so we're not spoiling you, right? Okay.
No, not at all.
What did you think, Pale Rider?
I thought it was amazing. I love seeing the Court of Works.
Yeah.
It was a copy and paste. So like you took the Court of Works, you threw in the Nokris freaking final battle. Okay, no problem, dude. Copy and paste all day. But it was nice to see. It was actually big and open, man. I don't know if you guys went out. I went out to the edges.
I did.
There's freaking 8 freaking shriekers out there. I killed every one of them, thinking I was going to get a triumph.
I actually screen capped the final one. I posted on our YouTube channel. I was playing with my Titan. I figured, if he dies, who cares? But the shriekers caught me by surprise at the last when I was trying to throw the balls at the last two. What do they call it? The stones that you had to destroy to get his Nokris' shield off. It felt a little bit like the Nokris strike a little too, with the spinning rocks that you had to destroy with the orbs.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Shrieker surprised me. I was up top there taking care of business, and all of a sudden 2-3 Shriekers were shooting at me, and I ended up dying there. But dude, what did you think about the cutscene at the end?
I thought it was great. I was going to actually say something like the lore, the story, and the whole cutscene at the end. I was like, dude, this is cool, man. Good shit, dude.
Did you go around and look around at each group like I did, like in detail?
There's a bunch of different ones, man.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Like there wasn't a bunch, just a bunch of. There was like character in each one, dude.
Yes. They had like, for instance, they had a hive army, they had a cabal army area, they had us, they had the Guardians, and then they had the Fallen, all surrounding this pyramid. And I walked around and looked at all of them in detail because they do a portal at the end, so they give you plenty of time to look around. My God, dude, I could not wait to play it the second time because I wanted to get back and look at that again. And I don't want to spoil too much as far as what Era says, but at the end she says something that kind of explains that last cutscene.
Well, what my buddy Mummer just brought up the little lore tab on the Festival of the Lost, where Evil Levante is talking about Spider and what he's doing on the Dreadnought.
Right.
That's freaking
yeah.
That's nice, man.
That was good.
Give me a freaking trip to the Dreadnought, dude. Fuck Fault of Glass, dude. Give me a little freaking Regicide, bro. Let's go, dude.
Oh, that'd be great. That's one of my favorite missions.
Regicide going, man. I would love to freaking just visit, even if I don't have to fight orcs, man. Just let me kill Nokris there.
Well,
that would be amazing.
I just wanted to mention that because I was blown away and shout out to Grugrux in our Discord. He's the one that mentioned it and warned me that, hey, did you guys do the last cutscene? It was really good. So shout out to you, Grugrux, for letting us know about it. Because I quit doing them the last 2 weeks because I was like, well, it's just the same one. I'm a lore guy too. I like to read the lore tabs and collect the lore pieces. And when I knew that they were just buying time, then so. Sorry, Hazel, I didn't mean to hijack this part, but I wanted to talk about those things before we moved on. Is there anything else we need to mention before we go on?
Not that I can think of. So.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with questions from our community, and this is going to be a little spicy tonight. I can't wait to read these questions out. All right. Right after this. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. This is where our community asks us and our guest questions from our Discord and Twitter. And I don't see anything from Twitter this week, but we have a bunch in our Discord. And Pale Rider is live streaming this at the moment on Twitch, and that is twitch.tv, PaleriderXP. So if there's anything that the chat in his stream wants to ask, we'll ask it at the end. And Hazel, why don't you grab the first one, man?
All right. So I'll go with this one first.
Okay.
So Chris, 3711. Question for the show. What is the best New Year's Eve night you can remember? Ale, I better know your answer. Just kidding, but no, really.
The answer is probably going to have to be, I don't remember.
Okay.
But
makes perfect sense.
I met Chris on New Year's Eve in Boston, my favorite town in the world. I love Boston.
Yeah, it's a good town.
I hate New York. I've been to New York probably 25 times. New York City. I've gone to deep into New York. I've gone to the foodie deep in New York, the art deep in New York. I've gone all over New York City, man. It overwhelms me. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, I get the history. It's just too fast paced for me, man. And I'm from the city, dude. Bridgeport's a city. Bridgeport, Connecticut's a city.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love the city. My ideal life is a freaking like a condo in the city. But New York City, I just don't like. Boston, holy crap. I love Boston.
Yeah, I've been there several times, and so much damn history in that town, man.
Yeah, there is. And
there are so many museums. I know, Hazel, I've said this before. They were pulling me, we were driving up the coast, up to Maine, our last trip up, and my brother was up in Bar Harbor, and we started in Boston. I had to pry my fingers off that town. I did not want to leave. That's such a badass town, man. And the museums they have museums of everything there. I love that stuff, man.
Dude, some of the freaking houses still look like they're from Hobbiton, bro.
Yes. I mean, I was literally at the alley where where basically,
Baston.
yes, I was like, and then of course I saw, I was cruising around. We had a rental car, so I was able to cruise around, the college areas and stuff. It was pretty cool. So,
I'll tell you what, man, I'm not as impressed with Cheers as I thought I was going to be.
Really?
No, I think it was just a little dank bar in the basement, man. I'm like, dude, the gift shop and walking around. I took a picture with Kelsey Grammer, me blowing a kiss at Dr. Fraser Crane, because I love Dr. Fraser Crane.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's my favorite character. I watched every episode of Frasier, dude. I love Frasier.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Great show.
I fucking love Frasier. But I think the rest of the bar, man, nothing grasped me except the gift shop and walking up and seeing like the pictures. But the bar itself was like kind of shitty. I'm like, dude, what? This is Cheers, dude. This is kind of crap, dude.
Everything looks bigger on TV. Then when you get to the actual spot, you're like, yeah, okay. It's not as.
Did everybody know my name? No, nobody knew my name either, dude.
Oh, damn. False advertising.
Yeah, I walked in there. I was like, hey, my name is. I know your name. It's. All right, tell me your name. I'm like, dude, get the fuck.
Hey, I got another one from Chris 3711.
False advertising.
I got another one from Chris 3711 here.
Hey, what was yours, Gator?
What's that?
It was a,
No, that was
New Year's
for.
Eve.
Oh, I thought that was to Pale. Okay.
Oh.
Dude, I'm not a big I'm not a big New Year's Eve guy. My wife and I, we don't go out on New Year's Eve. We're sticks in the mud. We usually watch a cool movie or expletive stuff. So
What?
man, it's the last day of the year. Come on, man.
If I could continue on my favorite. So I met Chris in Boston.
Yeah.
Because me and my wife went up there. Me and Chris and his wife, me and my wife, we went to a restaurant, Delmonico's.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
we had a $700 bill.
Oh my God.
Shit.
I've never spent that in my life, dude.
That's
That's half a rent, dude.
That's a lot.
Our food bill with 4 people,
Wow.
basic drinks, very minimal drinks, and just the food, $700. I've never been to a restaurant like that. It was exquisite. They served me my food. I was like, whoa, yo, dude, I'll do it myself. Just give me the stuff. He's like, oh, no, sir, don't worry about it. They plated it up all for me. They wiped the rim. They put my fork. I was like, hey, you're going to get a $20 tip on this $700. So I hope you don't know that I'm a broke dude. This is going on my wife's credit card.
Oh man.
We actually tipped them like $200, but still.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, usually those high-end restaurants, they spend so much time catering to you. It's time, they don't do the turnover thing. It's all about a 1 to 2 hour. I've been to Emerald's over in over in a Universal. We go there a lot, usually for our anniversary, and they're not there anymore now, which sucks. But they literally pay attention to you for like 2 hours. So you got to keep that in mind. You're holding that table from them using it on another client for 2 hours. So when you're sitting there for that many courses of the meal, you're going to pay for it. It's just the way it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's just more. It's just more concentrated customer, service versus, the Disney themed restaurants you go into and you feel like you're in a McDonald's. They cater you in with the tray and boot your ass out the door. But how about you, Hazel? Turn the question to you.
So with this one, I actually thought about it, and mine had to be 1999, when everybody thought the world was going to end.
Was it
End of the world party?
M2K? What do they call it?
Y2K.
Y2K. My brother was so busy. He was in IT work back then. He worked for this bank in Bar Harbor where he had to reset and make sure all the computers wouldn't just fry when the date flipped. Yeah. And what he realized is everything was just fine. There was nothing to really worry about.
That's what everybody found out.
The things we all get upset about, Sometimes it's not that big a deal. Good deal.
Just to give you guys a heads up, when you guys are when we have this, I do have some questions in chat.
Okay, good.
I know we're saving them from the end, but I do got some good ones, dude. So
all right, good. Let's keep rolling. I wanted to ask this one from the follow-up, Chris left you 2 questions, and I wanted to ask this one. He says, you get to hold your own video game convention. Which developer is not getting invited, and who gets the feature spot? I feel this was directed at Pill, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 100% with Activision, dude. They can stand at the door, and I can shoot them like a bouncer, dude, and just go, your ID is no good. Get out of here.
Pound sand, buddy.
I know it's not 100% Activision's fault of what happened to Bungie, but I'm pretty sure they had a major contributing part to the rushed content, dude. They funded and they forked the money and they did a lot of advertising for Destiny, but the rushed content soured the community more than bringing in new players. I think once Activision left, I think the community actually came back together. And it would be Activision that can't come in. Highlight? Probably some type of Nintendo something, dude. They always come hard with the shit. They have big ass freaking exposés. They got $1 billion, dude. They go hard, man.
Yeah, my answer would be the same, except I would say Bungie would be my feature because I'm a Bungie fanatic. I love anything they do. But yeah, here's the thing about Activision. Activision's very good at turning out Call of Duty probably almost $1 billion selling games every year. And they were trying to apply that model to Bungie and Destiny. And it just wasn't a good fit. And I think Bungie finally said, this is not going to work for us. And I'm so glad it happened. Now they're more centered toward their players. And I don't know if you knew this, but before I was reading this in the Edge article I was reading today, they actually had 30 or 40 people they contacted at random that played Destiny and got their feedback for the past year. And like I said, they took a lot of feedback from the players and designing the next iteration of Destiny. I'm so pumped. I'm giddy sitting here. I'm just giddy. My feet are just going 1,000,000 miles an hour. I can't wait. What about you, Hazel? You, if you're going to run your video game convention, what developer's not coming?
I have to say who's not coming would probably be EA.
What a fucking that was probably be my second answer, dude. Yeah, 100%, dude.
Where games go to die.
Yeah, Mr. Copy and or company is copy and paste.
The EA would probably show up at the door and say, "You got to pay me for me to come in."
What they did to Dice Studios. Dice Studios is a fantastic studio with Battlefield, and what they did to Dice, that. All right, I'll just keep my comments to myself, but I was not happy with EA, and I'm sure there's a lot of other games people share that same sentiment. Well, who would get the feature spot, Hazel?
Probably have to say Nintendo too.
Yeah, I know you.
They always come big, man, with something.
He just got a Nintendo from some homeless guy in a parking lot, so he's all happy about Nintendo right now.
Hype.
It was a Switch. What, does it matter where it came from?
Okay.
Nope.
No, he got it from a reputable place, chat. It's an inside joke. I'm just giving him a hard time. Well, hey, Pale. I'm sorry, I'm confusing you with Pale Hippo. Pale Rider, why don't you ask one from your chat?
Okay. Average Joe, he's got 2 really great ones. What game from the past should be brought to modern gaming specs?
Ooh, I got an answer. What do you think, Pill?
The only really something I've been banking on for a long time was Fable, and that's one of my favorite games. And it's being brought back to the new Xbox
Series X.
So I'm kind of hyped for. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. That's pretty dope, and you can get it on PC now. Fucking hell!
Oh yeah! Hell
Let's
go! That last cutscene where the fairy gets eaten by the frog, that was so awesome.
No,
on
it's fucking dope, dude.
That was dope.
That
Yeah.
is coming. I'm hyped for that. So that realistically, I don't have a lot that I can think of, man.
What a great
Zelda's
time
already out.
What a great time to be a gamer right now, man. I'm so.
That's pretty good. The
Yeah.
games are fucking going nice.
Hazel, did you hear the question?
I did. I'm frantically trying to find the name of the game because it was a game on Nintendo.
Is it Battletoads?
No. No, this was the game that actually like kept screwing with you like all game long. Like if you like, it was a scary kind of game where you would go through and like if you became too frightened, like the screen would like just shut off.
What?
And yeah,
Silent Hill?
no.
Was it a Resident Evil remake of some sort?
No, it wasn't even anything like that. It was on the GameCube.
Jeez, never had one.
Not a real gamer. It's called Eternal Darkness.
Not real. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I didn't go the Sega. I didn't go the Sega route. I went Nintendo, buddy.
That's what I said, bruh.
All right.
Yeah, it's on the GameCube.
Siphon Filter.
Ooh,
that was good. Yeah.
This is what I was trying to think. I couldn't say it, so I just said some random bullshit. But Siphon Filter is a game that I think they can freaking make. They kind of semi remade it with that. What's that? That one game with like the 3-eyed night vision goggle guy.
Oh, Splinter Cell.
Yeah, Splinter Cell. It's kind of Siphon Filter.
Yeah.
But Siphon Filter had a lot of lore and a lot of story to it, man. That shit was deep.
Yeah. I would.
Yours, Gator?
I would.
Yeah.
I'm a shooter guy. I cut my teeth on shooters with Battlefield 3, and I would love to see Battlefield 3 not in 30 frames and blurry all the time, but in a 60 to 120 FPS and a nice FOV in great colors. Because it was back then they went like a dingy grayish blue color, which was okay. It was a fog of war to kind of look, but I would love to see it brightened up and brought into the 21st century here. I would love it. That would be my answer.
So my real answer, though.
Here we go. There we can think about it. Yeah, you need some time, right? I know.
Thank you, Gator. Thank you. I listened to everything you said. Of course, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic.
All right.
No, you're wrong.
Well, what other question did Average Joe have for us? I can't.
So it's not. It's you don't need to talk. Just go for it. Okay. This is probably a great question for me, dude. Is what theme song to a game is in your head as you play, as you think?
Ooh.
What game theme song do you hear in your mind if there was a gaming national anthem? Sorry. If you had a gaming national anthem, what game song would come to your head?
That's a tough one. You got an answer, Hazel?
My mind immediately goes to the Entertainer for Super Mario Brothers.
Which one's that? You're gonna have to sing it.
Sing it.
Oh no!
I'm
What
recording.
is this bullshit.
I'm recording
Halo?
it.
Joe says Halo.
Ooh, Halo would be nice.
Oh,
Jeez.
I think a blind squirrel could sing that. But yeah,
What about you, Pale Rider? What comes to mind? Or did you say?
I sing it on a daily. It is in my Spotify playlist. It is in my head constantly. It is the Lost Woods from The Legend of Zelda, dude.
Nice.
I love Destiny music, so I mean, take your pick. I listen to all their.
Oh, I know which one. The fuck In Orbit, dude.
It's the Orbit one. Yes, yes.
Yo, dude, man,
the opera singer, the operatic.
Holy shit.
Yeah. What's that song called?
I got it on my Spotify playlist also. I'd have to look it up, but I can probably find it.
I
What about The
love-
Last Array?
Oh, that dude.
Oh,
This
that was
is
good. That was
my
good.
favorite,
Yeah,
dude.
that's like a marching
That's
song.
my favorite solo mission in
Yeah.
Destiny 1, dude.
I got
So
yeah.
intense.
How pumped up did you get?
Fucking intense, dude.
It's like, holy shit, we're going to get run over here. Just a matter of time.
It's the Hive.
God, man, I'd love to go back and replay Destiny 1 with new eyes. You know what I'm saying?
So I do Destiny 1 raids and whatever on my Planet Destiny my Planet Destiny slot every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
I almost exclusively, unless there's new D2 content, like this week I obviously did Festival of the Lost,
Sure.
but every other time is Destiny 1 nostalgia, dude. I invite viewers, I invite people to come through on PlayStation. I say, come through, let's hang out, man.
So many good
That's-
memories in Destiny 1. God.
I get more views of that nostalgia than I've ever gotten in all fucking almost 5.5 years that I've been streaming.
Really?
Is without being rated is on when I do Destiny 1 on Planet Destiny.
Wow.
I just did want to mention while we're on the subject of Destiny is the ciphers. Remember, they were not dropping a lot. People were complaining
they
about
just
it.
got buffed.
It just
Yeah.
got patched, and I can't remember which streamer, but a content creator on YouTube put out a video and said that he played for an hour just doing patrols and got 7 or 6.
Hmm.
So like every 10 minutes he was getting a cipher. So just wanted to let everybody know about that. That jump back
So-
in. It's there.
Prior to the buff, I was getting them. I did a mission, a patrol mission. Literally, the first thing I did in Festival of Lost was like one of the. I went to the Dreaming City because I wanted a curse breaker, which I got. Was the kill all the, the kill enemies little
Right.
thing,
Right.
and
Yeah.
dude, I dropped one. I was like, oh shit, this is easy. And then it was like an hour. It was like an hour and a half where I got another one, but I got probably like, I think 4 in the 2 hours I played.
Well, Pale Rider, did you get an auto rifle on your very first try?
No,
I did.
Somebody's humble
Wow.
bragging.
Oh, sorry.
I
Oh,
still have my originals.
you're
Yeah,
holding
same
on to
here.
them. You're holding on
So
to
cry in your pie.
them. Is this Pie Rider?
Yeah, yo,
Uh-oh.
dude, it's Pie
Soon.
Rider. The voices in my head. I feel like Harris when fucking I hear that shit.
All right,
Dude.
all right, Hazel. Let's ask one from our Discord here.
All right.
We'll just keep switching off.
Okay.
All right.
So, Chubby Wizard, question for the show. If you were having a birthday party and you were able to invite 3 celebrities, who would automatically say yes? Who would you invite? Chubby would say The Rock, Tom Hanks, Johnny Depp. Would make an interesting get-together. Thanks. Love the show.
Why? No. I'll defer. I've got an answer, but I'll defer to you guys first. I'm curious what you guys are going to say here.
Johnny Depp, I would say. I love Johnny Depp, all his
Okay.
movies. The vast variety of characters he can play. I specifically Sweeney Todd. I fucking adore,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
obviously, I'm a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean. And so Johnny Depp, I would also say Michael Cera. Michael Cera is fucking hilarious. And Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's one of my favorite people in the world, man. He's another world on intelligent,
Yeah.
and he's a fighter, and he's just like a good dude, man. I like Joe Rogan.
What about you, Hazel? What 3 people would you invite?
So, I probably, so, all right, my wife has an enormous crush on The Rock. So, but I think that he's an awesome guy too. So I'd invite him, and I just have to, send her away for a while. I'd probably say Ryan Reynolds. And
Good choice.
Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, Robert Downey Jr. is definitely an interesting party.
See, I don't know why you guys are inviting guys. I mean, I'd invite at least one girl, and it would have to be Kate Beckinsale.
Ooh.
I'd have to have something really pretty to look at, but I'd have
So
to
you're
invite.
saying you're single when this is going on?
Well, no, I mean I can look, I just can't touch.
You will be after that party.
I'd have to say
maybe after this podcast.
I'd have to say Harrison Ford because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I'd love to just pick his brain about the last Blade Runner he did. That's probably what I'd be talking about. And the third one, I would have to say Greg Fitzsimmons. I'm a big stand-up comedy fan, and I love his comedy. He's a Boston guy, and I love his stand-up. And we've actually conversed a few times through his podcast, and he's a nice guy, super nice guy, down to earth. So those three, I think, would be some pretty good guys and gal to talk to.
So, a little insight to Pale Rider. I know I was not supposed to be in construction. I got in construction because I had kids young. In January, I will now own a U.S. Marine.
Wow.
So I have.
What's ages of your kids? You're 4?
He'll be 18 in November, but so we'll just say 18, 14, 9, and 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Broad little spectrum there. So, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought.
No, there was something you said we didn't know about you, that you weren't supposed to be getting into construction.
Oh, okay, yeah. So my actual dream job or whatever, and I haven't really taken steps to do it, but I'm actually, would love to do it, and still on the fence. I've written some content. Comedian, dude. I'm actually pretty funny, and I have some really decent jokes. I have written down. Nerves always gets the best of me. Fear of failure, whatever you want to call it. And I've always wanted to be a comedian.
That's a tough job, man.
No, it's tough, man.
You probably fit the profile. You're pretty ballsy, so I would think you would just get out there and do it, man.
So I am. I am pretty ballsy, dude. I have really put it out there. I've sang karaoke in front of the entire Destiny community and failed horribly. Okay. It was pretty bad, dude. And I really thought I was good until I heard myself on someone's fucking cell phone video. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that in front of everybody. They're like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm like, no, dude. I thought I sounded amazing, but I did not. Sadly.
I won't go there with my singing. I think I'm a good singer, but I'm horrible. My tone is terrible. Terrible.
That would be you, Mummer. That's right. That would be my friend Devin. He videotaped me. Listen, people were videotaping me because, again, I was getting integrated into the Destiny community. People knew me. They were like, I got up in there. I sang Starboy by The Weeknd. I am in no way, shape, or form a soulful.
That's a tough song.
Black R&B singer. That's not me.
Yeah,
I am a giant Viking.
Nice.
Okay. There were people, I saw them, they had their cameras out. Literally halfway through the song, people were putting their camera phones down. I'm like, no,
that's not
please,
good.
no, dude.
That's not good.
No. Hey, did you get that video? I only got half of it. I'm like, no. It's so bad.
Wow.
I have one from Mrs. Hazelnut here. And this is a question for the show. What did Hazelnut...
Why won't you take out the trash?
No, close. What did Hazelnut do that Chris3711 left the Discord? At Chris3711, I apologize for anything he did. I thought they had some sort of bromance going on. LOL. What did you do, Hazel? Want to enlighten everybody?
Ooh, that's deep.
I did nothing. I did nothing. All I did was simply egg, moist wing on. And we all changed our name to some sort of moist. So I was Hazel Moist Nut, and Agent H jumped in with Agent Moist. And yeah.
Yeah,
Chris got offended?
Oh,
yeah, he doesn't like the word moist.
He does not like that word. Yeah, and I came late. I was working all day. I came late, and I'm like, what the hell is going
And
on?
he was kidding anyway. So yeah.
To be honest, he messaged me and said, I'm gonna leave the Discord, but send me an invite right away. So he was playing along, just for the record. So
Yep.
how about you, Palerider? You got one from your Discord? From your stream?
Yep. Okay. This is from another fellow streamer. His name is Mexican. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He's a really positive, fun streamer, dude.
Okay.
Awesome.
One of my closest friends, dude. He's a freaking good dude. He lives in California, so close is relative to the internet. As long as our internet speeds are good, we're best friends. But he asked what was my favorite convention moment, if there is a time. And do you guys have one? Because I know mine right away.
Convention moment, like Guardian Con?
Guardian Con, PAX East.
I've never been to a gaming convention.
No. Oh no.
I wanted to go to. Me and Hazelnut were going to meet up for Guardian Con this year. He had tickets and plane and everything. I live 30 minutes away from the Guardian Con. That's how close I am to where they hold it over there on.
Florida man waits for friend who never shows up.
Yeah, something like that. Well, when good old Corona came around, it was that was it. No more flights. So, and then they canceled it. Hey, next year we'll be ready.
I really hope we don't have problems next year, man, because this nonsense could rear its face every time there's an election. So, like,
sure,
your governor can have a frickin', want to pass a bill like, you know what, COVID, we're shutting it down now.
Yeah.
In fairness to us, they should have asked people from Florida. Man, Florida people don't give a fuck about COVID, man. They don't give a shit.
We're at phase 3, dude. We're at full capacity restaurants.
Yeah.
Full capacity theaters.
They should just let us go down there. Listen, everyone has on COVID lockdown except Florida, dude.
Hey, now my wife's is a public school teacher, and she went back to school, and I said, 10 days, babe. 10 days you're going to be closing down. Some kid's going to come in with a snotty nose, and everyone's going to get sick, and they're going to close down all of the county schools. And we're going on the 3rd month now, and they've had 1 case. So I don't know, just dumb luck. I don't know, but I really feel for everyone, especially in New York, and that are still having to revert back to different things and go back to stage 1, phase 1, whatever. I feel for you. I really do. Cause I pretty much live my life pretty normally down here in Florida now. I'm pretty fortunate. So, well, what was your answer, Palerider?
It's really a tie for 2. I really can't pick one. I have to pick 2, but it's one was the first time I went to Guardian Con. I went with my friend Devin. My friend Devin lived in Connecticut. We jumped on the plane. He saw my Destiny shirt. He's like, Destiny. I was like, yeah. We sat together. We've been best friends ever since.
That's awesome.
That was my first convention I ever went to. I hopped on a plane and was like, let's go to Florida, do a convention. That was my favorite time ever. My tied for first is I went to PAX East last year, and they had that was my second PAX East. The first one was kind of like overwhelming, but this time I kind of knew the flow. I knew what was going on, so there was a lot of good games coming out, and there was a lot of big smash for the tournament. There's a lot of things happening. It was just it felt double the fucking emotions I had the first PAX East I went to, but second, what made it good is I met Average Joe in person with some of the other Guardian mental health guys. I've never been more proud of a company than I am than the Guardians mental health. It actually almost brought me a little bit to tears, dude, because I do a lot of twice a year charity stream for St. Jude's, and I recently did a Guardians mental health charity stream for them as well. But the tireless, selfless, hard work that those guys put in, man, is inspiring to say the least. It's absolutely insane, and it literally welled me up. After I met him, I was like, dude, I can't believe I just met somebody I admired so much. You know what? A 4th person to my party would be Average Joe. He's created and helped create and is really forefronting and leading this mental health fight and it's amazing, dude. And I met him, and I kind of got overwhelmed. Like, dude, I can't believe I'm standing next to you guys at a cool ass convention in Boston. So I was already fucking hyper emotional because I love Boston.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking amazing. You're doing so much. And I've never been privy. So I had a son, my 14-year-old. He did attempt a suicide. I want to call it like a mild attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And maybe it was around that time, and maybe it was extra emotional about the situation. But to talk and see the type of people like Joe and I forgot the other guy's name. I'm blanking. But either way, those two guys that I met, I know his name. I just have to look it up on Instagram. That's pretty fucked up, right? But to see and feel and know that those guys were there to fight for people like my son, I've never been more. That was one of my favorite experiences. I got to meet the people that are behind the scenes of a movement like Guardians of the Health that just like made me feel great, dude.
It's fantastic, man.
Yeah. There's a big need for this in our community. And whatever gaming community, there's a lot of people hurting out there, and they do really good work out there. And I know Chris 3711 does a lot of work in our Discord. We're actually working on something soon for our Discord pertaining to mental health. We'll let everybody know soon. But man, that's fantastic. You know what? I don't know if Average Joe's still in your chat, but I'm giving him an open invitation to be on our show in the future. Mm-hmm. If he wants to come on and talk about how he got started in gaming and hear his story, dude, you have an open invitation. I mean, we love to work you in and get you on our show. I think I talked to you briefly about it, and you're a very humble person. I get that. But I'm just saying that here live on air. You have an open invitation, dude, if you want to come on and talk to us.
Man. So. Yeah, Joe's down for that, man. They're having Miss 5,000 Watts is coming up next on their podcast, dude. That's fucking cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like her.
I met her too, man. I met her too. That was the other thing. Part of being like going to my first convention at GuardianCon with a friend I just met. I met so many people and had such an amazing time.
Yeah,
it blew me away. The second GuardianCon sucked for me.
I'm looking forward to it.
Dumb.
I can't wait to bring. There's a great hamburger joint called Hop Dottie across the street from where GuardianCon is, and I've told everybody in my Discord, whoever wants to come, I will buy you a beer, maybe a hamburger too. We'll see how much money I got.
In Orlando? Are you talking about Orlando or the airport?
Orlando? No, Orlando.
What's it called?
Hop Dottie. They have one in Denver. I just was in Denver last summer, and there was one at the Union Station there in Denver. It's really good hamburger, man, and the beer just as good. Really good stuff. Yeah.
Last year I went with my family to. I fucked up. I fucked up. Whatever. It's fine. I do that a lot. I brought my first ever family at a Disney trip. I'll make it short.
Okay.
A Disney trip. We did a Disney trip. So we're into the $8,000 range already.
Yep.
We are. We scheduled it to go together during my personal GuardianCon trip.
Oh no.
So 50% of the time I was thinking, when I was at GuardianCon, I was thinking of my family and what they're doing, and I'm missing out on my family. Fuck, when I was at Disney, whilst I was having an amazing time at Disney, I fucking love Disney, dude. I love it.
Good place.
It really is a magical, life-changing place. When I was at Disney, I was thinking of GuardianCon. I'm like, dude, I'm missing out on fucking networking. I'm missing out, dude. It was fucking sweltering hot. I had pink hair. I jumped in the Disney pool, which is pure bleach. I ended up with orange hair. It was the best, worst time of my fucking life, dude.
Well, everybody would think you're a Florida Gator fan, so you'd fit right in down here. So with that orange hair, you'd be fine.
It was supposed to be red for St. Jude because I raised money. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It turned pink and then orange.
Oh, shit. All right, Hazel. Hazel, pick another one out of our Discord here.
All right. Uncle Scumdeath, question for the show.
Oh, here we
Do
go.
you say controller or joypad for a console? I say joypad, but RNG Gator says controller. Who is correct in your eyes?
Oh, Uncle Scumdeath. Well, Pale Rider, we always start with our guest. What do you think?
It's got to be a controller, dude.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Gotta
it must be an English thing. Joypad, I've
Mm.
never said joypad in all my life. It's always been controller. Or joystick, if you're playing Atari.
100%, dude. It's a controller. I control my character. I control my life that's fantasy-based in this video game. It's a controller, dude.
I got you. Okay. I got one here from... we have a few that are kind of internal, so I'm going to go down to Sweaty Spooks. Question for the show. Is there an ideal PvP sandbox, and what's your preference? I do think that SMGs need some attention, as there appears to be no apparent niche for them right now. For my ideal sandbox, I like where assault rifles are right now, but I'd like to see hand cannons get a small buff, not to the point to our previous example of when they were meta, but I don't feel like they are anywhere where they should be either. What do you think, Pale Rider? What's the perfect PvP?
If you give hand cannons a buff again, like I think you're gonna get another meta, dude. I think
it's gonna be not forgotten all over again.
Yeah, dude. And this is a toxic gun, man.
It is.
I was tortured by the not forgotten in Luna's Howl, dude. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
I am really loving my gnawing hunger, and so the auto rifle meta is amazing for me because I hated auto rifles. Now I got something that murders instantly. Oh, yeah. Dude, give it to me all day, dude. But I don't think there's a bad meta right now. I think it's kind of split. The mountaintop's got to go. Mountaintop's got to go, man.
It's on its way. They've already alluded that they're going to nerf it next season. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to go. They're going to nerf it. It's going to be sunset. It's got to go, man. This is ridiculous. That fucking thing is a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rocket, dude. It kills in one shot, dude. And it's like, dude, what the fuck?
And if you have a really good fast swapping mod or perk on another gun, you literally can shoot it, swap to a hand cannon, and one shot someone every time. It's just so easy. It's too easy.
Dude, even the heavy slot grenade launchers don't kill you one shot.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense, dude. Right. Why that thing? I'll tell you what, dude. I love this shit for PvE though. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's a
melt, dude.
The with
two-shot streak.
The gnawing hunger with what's the one that evens out the as you shoot it more, it evens out and gets more stable. Damn it, Zen Moment. When they buff Zen Moment this season, that Zen Moment you can actually feel it get like just a laser beam. It doesn't even budge when you're at the end of that clip. So if you have like that Titan vest on, Actium War Rig, you can just light people up with that in the Crucible. It's so much fun. That's what I use when I usually bring my Titan in. What do you think, Hazel? You don't really play PvP much, but what would you want to see improved?
I do play PvP, you douche.
All right, fine.
But I play Control.
Yeah, exactly. That's PvP. I would say, I mean, like you said, I'd like to see an SMG meta. I think that'd be fun. Close range, that with shotguns and swords. I think that would be chaos for, maybe for like a month. Maybe they just do like a rotating meta every month.
This is what I agree with this, dude. But you guys remember the recluse freaking nonsense.
Yes.
So that was that was like, yo, man, you guys got to do something about this thing, dude. This is fucking gnarly, dude. I do not want to fucking be around this thing.
I'm trying to triumphant right now, and I'm trying to get my recluse kills in Crucible, and against the gnawing hunger, it's just not even close.
You can't get close enough.
You can't get close enough. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
That's why I love that too.
I'm a pulse rifle guy, so I'm a big Bygones fan. That's my favorite pulse rifle of all time in Destiny 2. But I would like to see the 390s come back. The other 390s, like the Suros type, like Last Perdition. I'm looking at the Jian 7 that just came out this season as a remastered gun. I'd like to see that come back, and I have a feeling they're going to buff them. I just have a feeling they are. So yeah, that's what I like to see. And I'm wondering if they're going to buff the 450 autos because they keep emphasizing these two guns, the Horror's Least and the horror story that they're throwing to everybody. I'm wondering if they're setting us up for a 450 auto meta. If they do, I'm a big believer in bringing all the guns up. I think they should bring them all up and just have some that are maybe just a little bit better. But don't give us a gun that, like fusion rifles right now, other than a Telesto, are just garbage. You can't even use a fusion rifle right now.
Yeah, dude, they're pretty bad.
I used to use a fast-firing fusion rifle called the Perlium FR3. It has a recharge rate of 580. It's super quick. The problem is if you don't get all those bolts on that person, you're dead. I mean, you should be able to have the same power as a shotgun one shot, if in accuracy, as you do with a fusion rifle. And they need to buff fusion rifles just a little, not a whole lot, but they need to bring back the 390 pulse rifles because they cannot compete against the auto rifles right now. Good question, Sweaty Spooks. Thanks, man. Hazel, why don't you pick one more and I'll pick one more and we'll call it a night.
All right.
I've already got mine. I've got ready. And you're going to choose it probably.
So, let's go with this one. Well, Scum Death. I'm listening to Operation Mindcrime by Queensryche. Fantastic album. It's in my top 5. As this is a concept album with a great story, what is your favorite concept album? Figure this will be right up Pale Rider's, in his wheelhouse.
I'm gonna go easily with Master of Puppets, Metallica. It's concept around control. Each and every song is based. Legitimately, every Metallica album has a theme, and specifically the Master of Puppets is about control. You got Disposable Heroes controlled by the military. You got the Leper Messiah by the control of the church. You got every song is controlled. One, you're controlled by yourself. Your body is fighting you. There's a bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to say Master of Puppets.
Good one. I like that
It's
one.
probably my favorite album. Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets are my two favorite albums, I think.
Yeah, right. Chubby Wizard would love you. He loves Ride the Lightning. That's his favorite album. You want to answer, or do you want me to go, Hazel?
I can go. It's
okay,
fine.
Go for it.
So, for me, this is actually like my first time that I realized that a concept album was a thing. And it was coincidentally enough, after playing Guitar Hero, I started like diving in and listening to a bunch of different people. And one of the people is David Bowie. So I'd say the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one too. All right, I'm going to show my age a little bit here, but I was born a little bit before 1980. Let's just say that, Pale Rider.
Nice.
Kilroy was here by Styx. Mr. Roboto, Don't Let It In. This album was basically mocking the anti-rock movement back in the 80s. Where they were trying to pass bills in the Senate to ban and outlaw rock music. There were movies like the one with Kevin Bacon in it that talked about this town that you couldn't dance in.
Yeah, Footloose.
Footloose.
Yeah.
It was very much in that same vein. And it was really like a rock opera. It was so, and there, if you've ever been to the concert where this thematic album was played, it was a whole play. It was a whole opera. You have to see it. It was just beautiful. But that would be my answer. And that was a question I wanted to ask, by the way. I knew you were going to take that damn question.
Well, I mean, he said that he was into rock. It was perfect.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. That's fine. I got another one here.
Yeah. So.
All right. Okay. I'll take us out. I'm fine. Okay. Here's one from Jealous. If you were forced to play a game for 24 hours straight and not get bored, what game would you choose? Mine would be Smite, because every game is completely different. Pale Rider, you got an answer?
I'm gonna shill it out, dude, and fucking 100% go with Destiny. But I always come back to Destiny, no matter what. Destiny is the game ruiner. Okay, so like every new game that comes out, everything you want to play, everything you think you're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
You have to once you're a Destiny fucking player, dude.
Yeah.
You have to revolve your gaming schedule around what you need to do in Destiny.
You have to, because it's a wormhole. You'll go,
Yes,
okay, I
man.
got this group of bounties done. Oh, but this is flashing at me over here. Well, let's go check this out. And before you know it, it's 5 a.m. You're like, what the hell just happened?
And there's nothing I need in Destiny right now. So, but I still go back. I just logged into Destiny right now. I'm using it as my background to my background, the Guardian Down
Right.
podcast.
Right.
But like, there's nothing I need to do in there. Like, but there's always something to do.
Right.
So it's rough, man. That I have to always return to this. It's the game ruiner, dude, is what I call it, dude.
Yeah.
It is. I still love it, though. I still love it. Like,
Yeah.
even when I'm mad, I literally play it until I literally go, I can't play this shit no more, dude. And I fucking shut it off. And then Genshin Impact is really fucking me up right now, dude. Because I think about Genshin Impact legitimately. I think about it at work. This is what I used to do with Destiny.
Yep.
And I can play it at work if I had the time, but I literally try to log into my phone, and then all of a sudden I go, fuck, I gotta go back. I gotta do something in work. I gotta do this. So I get like 5 minutes at a clip, and that's like half the loading screen. So.
Right. I got you. Hazel, what do you got? What's your answer?
So what I would say would be, oh man, I don't want to say Destiny, but
I didn't either.
let me go with this. I'll go with Call of Duty. I'll go with Warzone. It's just one of those things. I just love Warzone. And if I group in Call of Duty in general, I could mix it in with some, PvE. That'll kill 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then, Warzone, maybe some straight up PvP, maybe co-op, things like that. So it'd be varied enough that it could. It could work.
I could see it working. You guys know what my answer is going to be, right?
What's that?
Destiny. But
Okay.
if Jealous said no, it cannot be Destiny, then I would have to say Battlefield 3. I could go right now and you just get enveloped in those. Those games will last an hour each. Those big giant conquest games, I miss those games so much.
My second would probably be, I don't know if you guys have played Division 2.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
that's
did.
a fucking deep game, dude.
It didn't grab me.
It didn't?
It just isn't my thing, man. Just isn't my thing.
There was a time where it was like Genshin Impact. I was like, oh, dude, I can play this shit. There's a lot to do. I didn't play Division 1, so everything's brand new. It's like, it was very entertaining for me. And there was a time where I was like only playing it. I was like, half my stream week was legitimately Division 2. I was like, dude, I gotta play this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I played it up until like almost the raid. They launched the raid.
I did one raid with some friends, and I enjoyed it, but it was just like a longer version of running through the streets, and I was like, that didn't get me.
Yeah. Yeah, it just, what pissed me off was that I had builds going, and then they scrapped all the builds and redid mods and things like that, like the day before the raid. So
yeah, I played Division 1. I had a lot of friends who played it. We got remember you get to level 30 at the very end, and you could easily kill the chopper, and the game was over. I'm like, that was so boring. I never came back. Yeah, I know they made it better. I know they improved it, but it was too late. They already lost me. And I'm not a big third-person shooter guy. I'm a first-person shooter guy. So that's why I would still migrate back to Battlefield. But, hey.
So, wait.
Okay.
So, Jealous messaged me about this question.
Oh, no.
And he said, okay, so when Gator says he'll say Destiny, can you ask him for me? What will he do after you finish all the bounties and weeklies?
Okay. There's always something to do. Right now I'm triumph hunting, so I would go to my triumphs and I would find a triumph and I would just dig in and get it done, whatever it may be. So yeah, that's my answer. There's always something to do in Destiny. You can run it. You can play Destiny as deep as you like or as shallow as you like. It's up to you. That's what I love about the game.
Yeah.
And then
there's the community part of it. Like, so when there's nothing to do, just jump in with a couple people. Like, yo, what do you want to do?
Absolutely. Larman, Kentucky, and Warcry. We were just playing the new Double Master Nightfall last night, and we were just bullshitting. Just having a great time talking, catching up on life, even a little politic talk, which I try to stay away from. But we were talking about the vice presidential debates last night, and I'm telling you, dude, you can do anything in Destiny. It's that much fun, and I'm sure there's a follow up.
About the fly.
I'm sure
the fly.
I'm sure Hazel has a follow up question here, so I'll let him ask it.
Well, basically, he was just making sure that I was pinning you down to Destiny today.
Oh,
not like in Beyond Light, but today.
Yeah, try funny. Easy answer. You couldn't stump me on that one. Sorry, Jealous. Hey, everybody. Great questions. Thank you to your chat, by the way, for submitting questions. That was really good. It was a good question and answer session. There's 3 ways you can reach us, by the way. You can tweet them to us at Guardian_D_cast. You can join our Discord. We have a channel in our Discord under our podcast called Podcast Questions. We pin every one of them, and we will ask every one of them except Creepy Uncle Bot because he asked some inappropriate ones. But and then finally you can send
9 inches, bitch.
and then finally you can send us a SpeakPipe. We're now on SpeakPipe. Just visit www.speakpipe.com/GuardianDownCast, all one word. You can send us a voice memo or voice message, whatever you want to call it. You have 90 seconds, so you can send a question that way as well. So we appreciate everything our community does for us, and thank you again for those questions. And that brings us to the last part of our show. This is where we add our 2 songs each for our Spotify playlist. Just a little sample of what all of us here like to listen to. And as of now, I have not updated this, but as of last week, we have 418 songs, 29 hours and 45 minutes of music. And this represents over a year of podcasting of all of our guests and ourselves, of course.
Dude. Good shit, guys.
So, it's a little, it's a little flavor of what we all like to listen to. So I'm going to start with you, Mr. Pale Rider. What are your 2 songs tonight, and maybe a reason you picked them?
I forgot the ones I picked, but I know the number one.
We pinned them.
Is Jumper. Oh yeah, pinned. Yeah, there we go. It's Jumper. I know that.
From
where are they?
Third Eye Blind.
Yes.
Third Eye Blind. Yes.
It's a great song.
I sing it all the time, dude. It is really a great song, dude. I've actually sung it. I used to do a lot of Twitch sings, and this is one of my go-tos all the time because it's easy for my voice, even at the older, beer-ridden, tobacco chewed up fucking throat to handle, and it still has some good meaning to it. The other one, where's the other one? I don't remember the other one.
In Mahjong?
Oh, yes.
Is that a German song?
No.
Okay.
Technically, it's a band called Heilung, which means health in German.
Oh, wow.
I'm technically Norse pagan, is what I wanted to say religious beliefs are.
Okay.
But I'll quickly switch to Jesus if I meet him. Okay. It's whoever touches me first. Well, that sound horrible also. But you know what I'm saying. Again, agnostic. So it's I gotta feel the stuff. I know there's something, but more realistically and prior to Christ was the pagans. They created, even the Hinduism was before Christ. So I study facts. I believe in facts, and I don't believe in 9-armed elephants and or fucking 10 freaking legged horses. But I do believe that there were things written by man before and after the book. You know what I'm saying? So there's blah blah blah. Okay. So this band is a band. Heilung is a band that really specializes in Norse pagan and or just old Germanic music. They focus on a lot of rune speak and a lot of like just stories written in Old Norse, and they sing it very well, and they have a good, it's almost like trance music, and it's probably one of my favorite songs. And there's a part, one of the lead singers, her name is Maria Franz, whatever you want, I don't know, Maria Franz. She hits these couple notes that literally can send chills down anyone's spine, dude, because it's so much of a powerful note. And after the song, it's like, holy shit. It's in my gym rotation. It's pretty intense, man. I actually will wait to do my gym set, and I'll wait for that freaking note, and I just freaking push through that shit. It's like taking a shot of fucking creatine, bro. It's fucked up. It's a big, powerful note.
Cool deal, man.
Awesome.
I can't wait to hear it. Yeah, I can't wait to hear this.
No, it's deep, man. It's like trance. It's niche. It's very good band, dude. There's a couple different bands like that out there.
Yeah, I love all kinds of music, dude. That's awesome.
Legit. Yo, fun fact: I love Jamaican music. I can sing it, and
really?
I say stuff like this all the time. Most of my stuff is probably spoken in Jamaican. It's crazy. But most of the time, the more I drink, the more my Jamaican sounds like Irish, and vice versa.
I love it. That's awesome, man.
Oh, that sounds like Gator's English accent.
Oh God, don't.
It sounds like he's from Jersey.
I'm terrible at that stuff. You'd have to get me really drunk. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Hazel, what do you got for this week?
All right, so my songs are Bad Wolves, it's by Bad Wolves. It's a Zombie. Excuse me. It's a cover to the Cranberries song. It's a lot harder of a version of that song.
Cool, man.
And then the other one is a bluesy song called Take Me Away. It's got some rock in it, though. And it's by Aaron Jones.
Very cool.
Cool, man. Yeah, that is cool.
Well, for my first pick, this band formed in Pasadena, California in 1972. It was indicted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2007 and was my childhood rock group. From junior high to high school and jamming this in my car every now and then, these guys were my rock idols. Two members of the band were very close brothers who never split after all this time. The band is 20th in America as the best-selling artist of all time. This is according to the Recording Industry Association of America. Sadly, one of these brothers passed away this Tuesday after a 20-year battle with throat cancer. My heart hurts, man, just hearing about this. The band is Van Halen, and the lead guitarist, Eddie Van Halen, finally split from his brother, Alex. So tonight, in honor of Eddie Van Halen, I picked a song from the classic band and the now new band, which includes Eddie's son, Wolfgang, playing on bass. So the classic song I picked is from the album 1984, which I listened to in class in high school with my tape cassette Walkman, holding it under my desk. It's hot for teacher. I will definitely post this crazy-ass video I watched as a kid in our Discord, in our music section. For my second pick, this song is off Van Halen's most recent album with the original singer, David Lee Roth, that came back, and like I mentioned, Eddie's son on bass. It's from their 2012 album, A Different Kind of Truth, and the song is Tattoo. It's a kind of a fun song, and it brings back their old vibe, their old sound, and rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. He was 65 years old. He will definitely be missed. Funny story before I go. Eddie played drums as a teenager and wanted to be a drummer, and his brother Alex played electric guitar and wanted to be a lead guitarist. There is a story about this funny little story on a podcast. It's called The Way I Heard It. It's with Mike Rowe, the guy from Dirty Jobs. This is episode 138. It's called An Extraordinary Swap. It's only 10 minutes long. You guys got to check this out. It's just funny as hell and totally took me back when I first listened to it. As requested, Mrs. Gator has added a song for this week's show, and she didn't say anything. She was busy doing floors. So she said, this is the song I'm picking for this week. It's Hozier, and it's Jackboot Jump. It's a live song, and she just said, I know exactly what song I'm picking this week. So that's the one. Zan, unfortunately, I didn't get anything from Zan. He's been a little busy lately with his new girlfriend, so I'll give him a pass this week. Like I said, I usually post some videos in our music and TV channel in our Discord on usually of each of our picks, so I think I know which one I'm going to pick for Pale Rider tonight. Guys, that's a wrap. That is another episode in our collection. For our listeners out there, we have 64 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. Definitely a Destiny lean, mostly Destiny community members. So take a look at those if you're just finding out about us. We have interviews of all kinds of people in our fantastic community. Just a bit of housekeeping before we go. Just a reminder that we have a Destiny 2 clan. And Hazel and I invite you to be a part of it. If you're looking to find a clan, especially before light arrives, now would be a good time to jump in and get to know some of these great gamers. We're not hardcore. We have, a little bit of everything, I guess you could say. But just enjoying whatever you're doing in Destiny at the time is all we ask. There's no requirements to play every week or any of that stuff. So if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under our channel, GDC Destiny 2 Clan. And I'll usually provide a link in our show notes as well. Just look for Guardian Downcast, or DOWN is our call sign. We do ask that you join our Discord because that is how we communicate. We have a 100.io bot that actually teams up with two other brother clans of ours, the Guardian Hub podcast and Two Titans and a Hunter podcast, and we all can coordinate together, all three Discords. If we're trying to put a raid together, or like if I want to play some Iron Banner or whatever, it's there. Pale Rider, dude, thanks, man. I had a great time tonight, man. Me and you were very much alike. I didn't know that. We grew up a lot alike. I mean, I wasn't an Army brat, but or a military brat. I have a lot of friends who were, though, and it's really hard to make friends when you're only in town for a very short amount of time before you're moving again. It's gonna be kind of rough.
I'm like anti-military, and my parents were both military. Now my son's gonna be in the military, so I'm like, fucking, this is fucked up. I looked at him, and my son told me he wanted to be a Marine. I'm like, hey, man. That's awesome. I can give you no advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for what I see on TikTok.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, sir, I'm sure your stream is listening right now, but for our listeners out there, how can people find you out there in the Destiny universe?
You can find me on Twitch for the most part, which is twitch.tv/PaleRider766. And can find me on Twitter on PaleriderXP. That's pretty much where I do my stuff. I got dumb Instagram stuff, and I got whatever, but that's where I am mostly.
Cool deal, man. Well, hey, I had a great time tonight. I know we went a little long, but we tend to do that with guests that we really enjoy listening to. So that's a compliment. It really is. So
you guys, I appreciate the invite and appreciate the conversation, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I love getting into Destiny talk. It's a lot of fun. Hazel, how can everybody find you, sir?
Easy enough. HAZELNT. Anywhere and everywhere.
You can find me on the Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's GATR. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4. Gator, all caps, GATR, underscores in between, and Gator space GDC on Xbox. I know, I wish I had the branding Hazel does. You can find us, our podcast, on whatever app you decide to use out there. Or you can go directly to our website if you want to listen to our episodes directly from your PC at guardiandowncast.com. You can also email us, guardiandowncast@gmail.com, and we're on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast for show questions or whatever you guys want to talk to us about. And if you want to know everything, all the above, guardiandowncast.com is the place to go. We have a bunch of great gamers in our Discord as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast, and I always post a Discord link if you want to be invited to our Discord and enjoy conversations just like this tonight. And we're on Instagram, thanks to Mr. Hazelnut here. Just search for Guardian_Down_Cast. And we're trying to start adding things relating to our guest, and we want to post it in our Instagram feed, if you don't mind, Mr. Pale Rider. Is there a picture or something you can send to us in our show Discord that we could maybe post later on the week when the podcast comes out? Excellent. Thanks, man. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, if you like what you're listening to, do us a big favor. Spread the word, hit the share button, and tell everyone about us. That's really the only way we grow. We appreciate everything you guys and gals out there do for us in, trying to take at least a little stress out of our weekly lives. And who wants to not talk about Destiny? It's a great thing. And what would make our show complete is a Scum Death's Corner.
Hello, and welcome to Scum Death's Corner. Well, I think I've seen it all now. I was riding home on my motorbike from work, and there's a young girl walking along with her mother along the street. I thought, what's she dragging along? She wasn't dragging along anything. She had a long dog lead with a rat on the end of it. It had a little harness. She's walking a bloody rat along the street. I couldn't believe it. Fair enough, I've seen people with ferrets wandering along. I've even seen someone with a boa constrictor around their neck wandering the streets once. But a rat! I mean, I'm a rat lover. I used to keep rats, so I do love them. But I never flipping walked it in the street. It's like, hey, what the hell? Could you, my dog didn't see it, would go for it. But yeah, it was a bit of a strange one. That one nearly fell off my motorbike looking at that thing. So, yeah, very odd. Anyway, right, love you all. I shall speak to you later. Lovely. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Scumdeath Bastardo. A rat, really? Someone's walking a rat? Unbelievable. Only in the UK.
Yeah.
No, we just walk kids here in the U.S.
Yeah, something like that. Crazy, man. That's just crazy. Hey, everybody, continue to be safe out there. Take care of one another. And wear that mask in public, please.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Almost.
Put it down.
Nice. I haven't heard that one before. Good deal, man.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, man. We had a great time tonight. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no, that's freaking cool stuff, dude. You guys are freaking awesome, man.
Thank you to your stream for enduring.
Yeah.
We do marathon podcasts, man. If you probably finding that out right now, but
Yeah, I dig it, man. That's cool stuff.
yeah. So we appreciate everything you do, man. And I want to watch these Destiny streams.
Yes,
that you're
exactly.
doing. You said Tuesdays?
So Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm probably going to do it this Tuesday because I'm going to burn through this content of Festival of the Lost pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it'll get boring really quick. So I got a couple weeks to do it, so I'm going to do that. But next week will be probably Wrath of the Machine or something like that.
Excellent, man.
Nice. I can't wait to watch that.
Tell Sin about that. He'd love to watch that one.
I appreciate that. My friend Bob, he's a ball breaker, but he's like, where can I listen to them only? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I like this guy.
I've been listening to you for too long, dude. Where can I listen to just them?
Thank this guy. He's a genius at editing.